Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Wrestle Kingdom podcast. I'm joined by Big AO, Rob, Chris, Manny. We're gonna talk. It's been a crazy day for news, bro. Honestly, the past 24 hours, 48 hours or so, it's been crazy for news. There's been all kinds of things. Vince wants to come back. What is Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks doing? UK event coming to WWE UK pay-per-view happening later on in the year. And just kind of, like I said, conflicting reports with Mercedes Moné, whether she's going AEW or not, and Wrestle Kingdom, all these things. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into all of it. I'll start with you, Ao. How are you doing? What's your how are you doing today, man? How you doing?
Man, I just got back to work on Tuesday and shit. I was feeling tired. Sleep schedule was fucked up. I didn't even really want a podcast today, man. And then the Wall Street Journal came through for the kid. Vince McMahon himself is coming back. Triple H, welcome to the National Wrestling Alliance. My nigga, Road Dogg, welcome to Global Force Wrestling. Stephanie McMahon, welcome to Brazzers. And you're all out of here. You're all out of here. Big Vince back, nigga. Vince is back.
It's crazy. Not even 90 seconds, bro. Come on. Rob, why are you not on camera?
I'm not home. I will be back home next week, so I'll be back on camera. I will have my regular microphone. But okay. I am up because New Japan is back. Since we've been waiting since 2019 for these niggas to be back, and we are back.
Shit, nigga, 2018.
Shit.
Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute since we got the. It's been a minute since we got the vibes that we got yesterday.
That's a fact.
Like, it's yesterday for me. It was the day before for you guys. It was night time for you. But yeah, man. Manny, how you doing?
I know. I was here to talk about wrestling. I thought you brought me on to talk about El Chapo Jr.
Oh, well.
That's crazy.
Sorry to let you down, bro. not on this one. Maybe another time. Yo, Chris, just woke up. How you doing?
I've been up for a while. I just been cleaning. Talking to my father.
Nigga, you don't have a father?
No.
Yes, I do.
The way you said that sounded very suspect. Can't lie, bro.
Bro, because he knows. He does not have a father. He just pretends on the internet.
Niggas didn't even accuse you of having a father.
Right, yeah, he couldn't even keep a straight face saying he was talking to his father. No, the fuck he wasn't, bro. You're lying.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, I've had a nice time cleaning, being wholesome, talking to my father, learning
reading the
lessons.
Bible, reading the Quran. He wasn't doing any of that. He wasn't doing none of that shit.
Yes, I was.
He was smoking crack.
Yeah, this is a wrestling podcast,
We talk about wrestling here.
Yeah, apparently. Anyway, please like, subscribe, send super chats if you're feeling generous. Of course, always massively appreciate. We're going to get into a few of them right now. Starting with Bam. Bam, $5. When I said 2023 will be bigger news for wrestling than 2022, I didn't expect it to be this fast. Like Omega and Okada tag team better than FTR.
Way better.
Yeah, man. Obviously, we'll get into that. Obviously, Kenny Omega tag team with Okada earlier today, which was a surprise to everyone.
I need to watch that bad. I haven't had time to watch it yet.
Neither have I, to be honest. I saw clips though, and obviously just like seeing his entrance and stuff like that. It's just. And he had the old New Japan theme as well. So obviously, I'm sure you noticed at Wrestle Kingdom, he had like a special theme.
Yeah, it was the fucking.
He had the classic. He had the classic New Day Dash. Yeah, man. He had all that. So that's a big pop. And obviously, I'm sure a lot of people have seen the selfie of Okada and Omega that was on Twitter. That's just seeing shit like that. It's just a pop, Even like the pictures that Sasha Mercedes was posting yesterday, like backstage with people, like the picture with Shibata, like these. Another super chat. Willie J, $5. #OnePride. Vince or Levesque put together the 2012 Dwight Kobe Lakers super team and said, "Not a more watch battle." Yeah, well, it's crazy.
Monty, if you don't get it, so the 2012, right? The Lakers had Dwight, and they had Kobe, and they traded for Dwight, who was like a really, really, really big star at the time. but his back was fucked up. And so, like, he came to the Lakers and they flopped bad, bro. Like, there was so much hype around them and they just fucking sucked. They were worse than they've ever been, like, the last, 15 years and shit. So, that's pretty much Triple HGH, man. Y'all thought he was going to do a bunch of big things? No. No, man, he stinks.
Adam Silver
and Vince coming to right some wrongs around here.
Yeah.
So all you fucking marks in the locker room that went inside with Papa H, because Papa H is gonna treat you as good. Look at what you fucking did. Damn, it feels good to be elite.
Damn, Jonah. Hey, Jonah.
Go on.
Yo, you watched yesterday, Jonah? It looked good, don't it?
Jonah, all Jonah tweets about now is TMDK. Nigga, we don't care about your fat ass no more.
You not in TMDK, you in Ms. Goon.
Tweet about Ms. Goon.
You in Ms. Goon, nigga. Crazy. You not no TMDK no more, nigga.
Ain't no TMDK. You tweet about Ms. Goon and Ms. Goon only.
Take that chain off, though, bro.
We went up.
The Misfits now, nigga. We ain't with no fucking TMDK.
The Misfits is crazy.
Bro, the TMDK, man, we leveled up, baby. We leveled up. We got Zack Sabre Jr. now, the front runner, man.
I'm happy ZSJ got his own stable, bro. He deserves it.
Nah, Peach said Rob giggling like, listen. After yesterday, bro, I took the WWE jersey off, and there's a New Japan jersey under it. We are team.
You're so
New
fucking
Japan.
Shameless, bro. You
are team New Japan now.
You're just a dick hop. You just jump from dick to dick to dick.
Yes!
Bro. It's AEW to WWE. Now it's back to New Japan.
Did you see that, nigga? Did you see that match yesterday?
We'll get to it, but let me get through these super chats. Pro Wrestling Podcast, appreciate you $5, brother. My head hurts from all this Vince stuff. How are you guys holding up? I've read the report 2-3 times, and I was just saying to these guys backstage or whatever you want to call it. The initial headline Vince is plotting his return, that's all. You can get a lot of content out of that, you know. You can talk about that for ages. You can get your jokes up. You can do all this, but bro, some of the details in the report are genuinely hilarious or worrying, depending on what your stance is. You know,
hilarious, definitely hilarious.
So
it's crazy.
There's some details, bro. But moving on, Young Dende 199 super chat, appreciate you. It's definitely going to Brazzers' World. Always emoji link, bro. I don't condone these jokes that AO makes, you know. I don't. I'll respect Stephanie, the queen of wrestling. You know.
Was that me who said that? My fault, y'all.
My Lord Chaos 199. Newsday is wrestling fans eating today. Yeah, it's been a packed up day, bro. Dave
has me worried a little bit. We'll talk about it later, but.
Yeah. I was thinking it this morning before the Vince stuff came out, bro. Honestly, I was I said it in the group chat last night. The podcast would be really good. Obviously, Wrestle Kingdom, and then Dynamite was a really great show as well. You know, then this morning we've got the whole that Dave's whole Mercedes isn't going to AEW talk and stuff like that. I knew today was going to be packed, and then we get the Wall Street Journal Vince report as well. So we've got a lot to get into. 422, $5. Thank you, Vince McMahon. Appreciate you, brother. I don't think I appreciate that hashtag as much. But...
No. Thank you, Vince. Thank
you, Vince.
Karl Marx, 999. Appreciate you. The Communist Party would like to welcome Big Vince McMahon back to the Federation. We would also love to invite Big AO to be an official global ambassador to the Communist Party. That is crazy.
Karl Marx, have your people call my people.
Setting a meeting. Mazfan 84 199, appreciate you. Would Al Chapo run a better promotion for Triple H? That's crazy.
He does. It's called CMLL.
Oh my
god. What's that? We get into more super shots. Jeez, we're not going to get a chance to talk about it. We appreciate all this.
We appreciate the support so much.
Massively. Bree Woo, $4.99. Appreciate you. I was screwed out of my title. Them slap nuts will know it's my world, a battle of the belts.
Okay, he's talking that shit.
Jeff, here's what happened, right? Tony Khan has conceived the woke liberal agenda.
The radical leftist mob. We're not happy when that bell rang. TK saw the reactions on Twitter. He put in a call to Big Aubrey Edwards.
Inaudible.
To revert, yeah, man. Like, she had no standing to reverse that decision. None. Match over. Better luck next week.
He planned.
I just found it funny how when other people cheat to win, they don't get the match called back. But when Big Aubrey cheats to win, we have
MJF won how many matches with the Dynamite Diamond ring? Like 80% of them?
Discrimination, bro.
Interesting.
Ageism.
But when a black man gets a title,
Glad
now it's a problem.
Glad put in that call when they found out that Jeff Jarrett was winning that belt. Glad put in the call.
Nasty.
LGBT put in the call. Not on my watch.
Crazy. Darren Walker 4 pounds said, "How come no women on tonight? As it should be moved." Her slander of Jamie Hayter. No, she hasn't been moved.
We're moving like New Japan.
Also, this podcast as well. Look, I just said in the group chat. I don't even know why I'm explaining it, but like, I just said in the group chat who wants to be on the pod tomorrow, and like 5 people replied. None happened to be women, So, snooze you lose, I guess. They'll be back. We got a good team here tonight, though. Shoretown Spurs, $10. Appreciate you. How do you say? Okay, I was thinking what was that meant to say. How do you say back up hangman in French because he's running away like they did in World War II? Damn.
Look, man, back up pussy, man. I called him out last week. I made sure he got the message. I made sure he listened to it. He's scared. He's running from this smoke. He don't want to get this work. And I don't blame him. All I do is dunk on that little ass boy. So
he's
trying to preserve his peace.
Obviously, I get that some people anyway, might miss his tweets or seeing him on the timeline or on his podcast.
Jesus Christ!
Obviously, he didn't come out of that war with AO very well. And he needs some time away, and
he's licking his wounds.
Bro, obviously, I can't say he's clear to compete on the podcast right now, but maybe he'll come back, maybe he won't. Depends. We got more super chats though. 1 minute. Sugar Spice Delight $5. That top dollar Duolingo Connect about to go crazy. That is
top dollar. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. I was gonna say Japanese, but no promotion over there wants you, my nigga. Let's be honest. Let me see what the professional wrestling scene in China is like. About to Google this shit.
While AO looks up Chinese professional wrestling,
Showtown is crazy.
Showtown Spurs $5. One regular day of wrestling. That's all I ask. Will never happen, bro. I mean, it's
that was Monday.
Wrestling in 2023 is crazy.
Wrestling is just like the music industry. Something always happens every 5 minutes. It's crazy.
There's a lot of wrestlers, a lot of promotions. You got Vince. He's crazy. Like anything can happen. Jacob Donnelly $5. Andrade Amira about to be on hands and knees apologizing to TK.
As they should.
I don't think Andrade can get on his hands right now.
Yeah.
He's posting them workout, dude. Posting them workout videos. He's getting that strength back. He's on his way, bro. He's on his way. I wonder what happens. I wonder what actually happens with him because when he's actually got fit again, it actually becomes like a thing. Like, what do you do with him?
You better fucking apologize before TK meets him Rush's young boy.
Yeah, better apologize to me, man. I thought he
apologize.
I thought he KO'd Sammy, man. He can't make us look bad.
Yo, Andrade, bro. Work yourself, dumbass.
Bro,
I think he just don't give a fuck, bro.
Nah, bro. Look, man. Ric Flair's bigging him up, saying he can knock people out, bro. He couldn't even knock out Sammy, man. He's making us look bad.
That Ric Flair quote is like
Sammy ate that punch.
Unreal, bro. That Ric Flair quote is like.
How's he gonna protect Charlotte?
You don't want to mess with Manny. He was like, you don't want to mess with Manny.
Damn. Apparently,
Manny's not the one.
Apparently, the professional wrestling scene in China is pretty much non-existent. Yeah, so Top Dog fit in just fine over there. All right, bro. Book that ticket.
Ni hao.
Get on that flight.
Couple last get through these last three before we start properly. 542 appreciate it. As always, Vince McMahon said he ain't having none of that left woke agenda on his programming.
Talk that shit.
Vince McMahon seen that the Hurt Business was standing together.
Vince is blue through and through, bro. Like,
Monty, you seen that like that picture that was going around, and like I think it was like a clip of a segment, and it was like it wasn't about Bobby Lashley or anything, but they were like in the back, and like the Hurt Business was like all standing next to each other in the back or whatever. Yeah, bro. Vince McMahon seen that, and he said, "Fuck no, I'm getting back in the office today." He put this shit in motion.
He said, whoa.
He said Cedric Alexander was not going to be on my programming. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't have no niggas walking around in suits.
That ass walking around in suits with high self-esteem.
You can walk around in jeans with Timberlands
looking
on.
cool and smart and shit. Can't have that shit, bro.
You can walk around with chains on and Timberlands on, but
whatever happened to crime time?
bro, crime time in 2023. Always forever rest in peace, gas bubble. Yeah, imagine trying to do a crime time gimmick in 2023, but it would come across so.
What's the closest thing right now?
The closest thing, the Street Profits, and that's not close.
It's not close at all.
It's not close.
It's not. That's what I mean. Damn, it's really not even like on the indies.
Yeah, I'm sure there's someone on the indies. The Briscoes.
Logan, the Briscoes are closer than the fucking Street Profits, honestly.
Them boys. Damian Durant 199. Everyone, please pray for William Regal. Right,
hey, man, he made his choice.
For real, bro.
Nah, man,
he made his choice.
What you say? He made his bed and you got to sleep in it now.
That ass. AEW pulled the Impact and they killed him live on air. They murdered him.
Y'all better do the right thing and kill William.
There ain't no coming back.
Y'all better do the right thing and keep William Regal away from Walter White's lab.
What Thanos say? No resurrections this time, my nigga. You better get ready to learn. Billy Corgan knees. You scoring for the National Wrestling Alliance now.
Chemo Sabe. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. One of those words, anyway. Miro about to find some creative he likes real quick, for real. But yeah, man. Let's get to the first real topic.
How many days until Lana puts out a pro AEW tweet?
Imagine, bro.
Thank you for booking Miro like that, big bro. I always knew you had it in you.
Let me just pull this shit up because, like I said, there's a lot to this Vince McMahon Wall Street Journal story, and I'm just gonna go through it. So
yeah,
bear with me. Okay, so obviously, as a lot of you will remember, last month Vince McMahon had reportedly told people close to him that he intended to make a return to WWE, and he also said that he received bad advice from people close to him last year to step down. Obviously, he stepped down after the sexual assault accusations and stuff like that. Obviously, he retired. We saw the tweet. Triple H got put in charge, etc., etc. You all obviously know the story by now. The news story is now, according to people familiar with the man, he's plotting his return to pursue a sale of the company, following retire last year because of sexual assault accusations. He has told the company that he is electing himself and 2 former co-presidents and directors to the board, a move that will require 3 current directors to vacate their positions, obviously to make room for the Vince and the 2 people he's bringing in. Vince McMahon expects he will be able to assume the role of executive chairman, though he would need board approval for that. Vince McMahon sent a letter to WWE's board in late December detailing his desire to return to the company to help spearhead a strategic review process. McMahon believes there is a narrow window to kick off the sales process because WWE's media rights are about to be renegotiated. Mr. McMahon believes the media landscape is evolving quickly and more companies are looking to own intellectual property they use on their streaming platforms, making WWE an attractive target. The company currently has a market value of just over $5 billion. The board responded to Vince McMahon's letter, saying that it was prepared to initiate a review process and would welcome working with him on it. However, it said unanimously agreed that Mr. McMahon's return to the business wouldn't be in the best interest of the shareholders. The board also asked Mr. McMahon to confirm his commitment to repay expenses incurred by WWE related to an investigation of the allegations and requests that he agrees not to return to the company during government probes of the matter. Mr. McMahon said in response that he remains willing to continue working to complete any reimbursement for reasonable expenses related to the investigation to the extent they aren't covered by insurance, but he declined to agree to not return to the company. He has communicated to the board that unless he has direct involvement as executive chairman from the outset of a strategic review, he won't support or approve any media rights deals or sale of the company. So basically, after last month when we were saying after the initial report that he wanted to come out, the kind of what people are basically saying is if he comes back, but of course he can come back, it's his company, he's got all the voting power, etc. But he would have to like burn the company to the ground to do that, and it seems like he's more than willing to do that. Obviously, I know that was a lot. It was a lot to take in, but there is, like I said, there's some very funny details, like him
what's funny,
willing not to approve the sale and shit.
him coming back under the premise of a sale. It's not gonna. It's only gonna help the stock because, like, even if you think Vince is insane, a serial rapist, a racist, this, that, and the third, like, if you buy WWE stock right now and then they sell to fucking Disney, it's gonna skyrocket no matter who does the sale. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that this nigga, he's gonna sell it under the premise that he's creative. And he gets to, like, pick the lineage afterwards and shit. Like, it's still like a family business, quote unquote, but he's just not he's not the owner, he's not in charge, he doesn't have 80% of the voting power no more. None of that shit. This whole we got good leadership right now, I don't see any of that changing. It's just to get his fucking foot in the door, bro. You know damn well Vince cannot be operating in the WWE every fucking day and then being like, oh no, I'm not gonna even touch creative. I don't even want to look at creative. That's not fucking Vince McMahon. Like. Right.
He'll just come in one day and be like, who's world champ, you know?
Get that shit out the fuck out. Hunter's going to be like, well, right now it's Roman Reigns. We're really thinking of strapping up Gargano. Fucking Vince going to say, did you just say fucking strap? Get the fuck out. You're going to fire him on the fucking spot.
Vince is going to see Akira Tozawa pull up in regular gear to TV one day and have a fucking stroke.
Oh, who the fuck is this? Vince not even going to recognize Tozawa without his ninja.
The funny thing with all this shit is like the Wall Street Journal, because it's a report like that, it's like the talent and all the people in the company are kind of like finding out, except for the people who are involved in being the sources for this actual story. But like the people in the company like find out the same time as like we do, you know. It's like the talent are all probably losing their minds in their little group chats and shit. And it's like I can just Sean will do a report saying that the reaction backstage and in the locker room is unanimously negative. And
you know what's crazy about the dirt sheet writers and shit? I'm not burying any of them, right? Because obviously what they do is like they do great work and shit. Like what they do is hard. It's not easy, but it's just funny that like. And then Wall Street Journal is like one of the biggest fucking publications in the entire world. But it's funny how they're never even anywhere like close to uncovering these stories and shit. Like, it's not even on their fucking radar. It hits them exactly when it fucking hits us and shit. And they're fucking, like, I seen SRS react to this shit live on fucking air. That shit was crazy.
You know, I can only picture what, like, Shane McMahon coked out of his mind, sweating, talking.
Oh, he's celebrating, bro. He's doing flips around the crib. Because even if his daddy don't like him, at least it's his daddy. It's not fucking Hunter.
He's grabbing Vince by his shoulders, rubbing him like, bro, we're about to take out Hunter and Stephanie. We're about to
and all Vince's thing is we. Bro. About we.
Like Michael Irvin said, don't let them tell you can't do it.
Dead ass.
Go fuck.
Bro, I knew Vince was not gonna fucking lay down for Triple H and Nick Khan, bro. Come on, bro. It's fucking Vince McMahon. He was sitting back, letting all this shit blow over.
Bro, he's literally. You want to kill me? Where's that line?
Like my favorite thing to come out. This is like I think it came out the last report where it was a quote from Vince saying that he shouldn't have listened to the people around him. He should have stuck to
people were still in denial when that quote came out. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
They act like fucking Louis Dangor broke that fucking quote or something. No, nigga.
Right. Of course. This is what killed me, bro. So the WWE board had requested that he had agreed not to return to the company during government probes of the matter. obviously for his sexual assault cases and shit.
Yeah,
And he was just like,
still going
he was
on.
like, no.
Yeah.
I just got
you know what? I'll do what the fuck I want.
I just got some bad news.
What happened?
Leo Rush is injured.
Fuck, man.
Injured? How?
He broke his face. He broke his face.
PWG just put out a statement saying he won't be able to compete in Battle of Los Angeles. And he's getting replaced by Brian Keith.
What the fuck?
I've not seen much of him, so
I mean, good for Brian.
Good for him. Yeah.
But he's not. He's obviously not fucking Leo Rush.
No one's Leo Rush. Like, I'm not saying he's the best wrestler in the world, but he's so like unique.
Nobody's better than what he does.
He's so unique, man. So hopefully he recovers real quick. It seems like
you see all those old
some
WWE.
sort of hurdle with him.
Fault. Go ahead, Monty.
I was saying about Leo Rush. There's always like some sort of hurdle or some bullshit that happens to him, man.
He gets a big spot, shows out, and then it's fucking something happens.
Shout out Brian Keith in Houston.
All those WWE fans that were tuning into New Japan for the first time, they saw Leo going crazy. And they they didn't watch NXT, they don't watch the indies and shit.
Right.
Like that was the first time seeing Leo Rush. It was like this was fucking Bobby Lashley's manager. Like they couldn't believe what the fuck they were seeing.
For real. What was I gonna say?
Or the fans that they didn't realize wrestling was better outside of WWE.
But some people are so like, and some of them it's not even like, some of them aren't even like fed stands, or some of them just aren't.
Just not familiar with anything else.
Yeah, like just they're not like the sort of people to go out searching for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just got used to watching WWE all their life, and they're just they're just kind of roll with it. It's kind of crazy in that sense. That's why it's great that people like Sasha can go to New Japan, Stardom, and stuff. Like, I would love it if Sasha could blow up Stardom. You know, that would be like amazing. Because like, but people who watch it, they can tell you like there's people on this channel and that talk about it and watch it more than I do. But bro, there's so much great talent in Stardom.
I've never heard.
Highlight, you know.
I've never heard of somebody saying that they gave Stardom a chance and they were like, "Fuck this fucking sucks." Like if anything, they were like, "Oh, I gave Stardom a chance. I liked it a lot. I didn't really know what was going on. I don't know if I have enough free time to actually keep up with it though." And I was like, yeah, that's a respectable opinion, but like nobody's ever like, I gave it a chance. This shit fucking sucks. Like, no, that never happened. So I think the eyes that Sasha will bring and put onto Stardom will only fucking help blow up the company and shit.
Speaking of Sasha Mercedes, it's been a funny 24 hours or so, bro, because it's like, even though I think it's fair to say that most people still expect her to go into AEW, like recent reports have kind of been all over the place with it. So I'd say, where should I start? I'll start with the Steven Muhlenhausen tweet, the guy who reports for the Zone. He's pretty new in the wrestling space, to be honest. Like on wrestling Twitter and stuff anyway. But obviously he works for like the Zone, which is a big brand sort of thing. So
what does he work for?
The Zone.
Is that a UK thing?
No, the Zone, bro. The thing that like Canelo signed to and shit.
Like, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Okay. The Zone.
He's a boxing MMA writer, right?
Yeah, mainly. And obviously he's like I said, I think like with the CM Punk thing, like he provided a couple updates and stuff on that. And
SRS vouched for those updates, if I remember.
Yeah, so you know, he's kind of been around. Anyway, he tweeted yesterday like, sources say that, you know, Sasha Banks is the mystery partner, etc. Like he's the first person to actually like outright, you know, say that like she is the partner, you know.
Thanks for the spoiler.
And then just before Dynamite, Will Washington, obviously a Fightful if you don't already know, he tweeted that it's basically 100%. That's what he said. He used the language for 100%. He said it's 100%. So. And then on Dynamite, obviously there was a slight hint by Britt Baker where she mentioned that she's the boss and give a wink, you know. And then there was the segment where Saraya reveals who her partner's going to be next week, and she reveals it as Tony Storm. Obviously, it kind of plants some seeds for some swerves and stuff. Obviously, with Shida being left out and all that kind of stuff, but obviously, it was confusing because people were expecting that segment to be like the big Sasha hint or something. Do you know what I mean? And we got told that the tag partner isn't Sasha. So, and then this morning, the first thing I see when I wake up is Observer Radio, so I'm listening to that, and Dave's literally just like, "Yeah, she's not coming in." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Not to hit us up early in the morning talking about, "Yo, hey, bro, Dave just said that Sasha's not coming, bro." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "No, bro." He said, she doesn't want to sign to AEW because it's a huge commitment." And I was like, "What?" That makes no sense.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it just threw me off, bro.
I'm concerned, but I said after. All right, so like there was 2 people at AEW, right, that told me when they were trying to figure out who was gonna be the they like when Danielson had the concussion and shit, and him being ready for Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door was like up in the air and shit. The Dynamite before Forbidden Door, Alvarez said, "Oh, it's definitely not Danielson. Danielson's injured. It's not happening, right?" And I was like, "Nah, Alvarez is full of shit, bro." Like people at AEW was literally telling me that Danielson was training the young guys that morning. He was taking bumps that morning and shit. I'm like, bro, if he's training the young guys and taking bumps, he's gonna wrestle at Forbidden Door. And then the episode happened. Obviously, that didn't fucking happen. Like you said, there's gonna be a mystery opponent. All that shit ended up being Claudio. And like Alvarez just has not missed lately, bro. So like, if he says something, I'm gonna believe him until he's wrong. So.
Yeah, basically.
It's tough. So, for those who haven't seen what Dave said, he basically said she's not going to be in Los Angeles. She's not coming to AEW. I don't think she wants to make that commitment because if she goes to AEW, it's a long-term commitment. And then he also went on to talk about how basically people in WWE are like apparently pretty adamant and under the belief that Mercedes will not wrestle for AEW. They think that she's going to come back at some point and she's going to get this out of a system, meaning like going New Japan, traveling and kind of being a free spirit or whatever you want to call it. And she's going to get that out of a system and then come back.
That's so condescending. Like,
yeah, no, they act like it's a drug or something.
It is. I thought that, like, get it out your system. Like, bro,
that's the same way they were talking
Korea.
About like, when Moxley went to New Japan, they was like, yeah, he'll get out of his system, he'll come back and make money and shit. It's like, no, bro, not everyone. Like they're like Sasha, she's gonna do what she wants to do. You know, I'm fine with whatever she wants to do. But like thinking that she's gonna get out of her system, like this is some phase, like she's got a grown ass woman, is crazy, bro.
Like some people just genuinely don't want to be there, bro. They just can't get their heads wrapped around that.
Especially with Sasha as well. It shouldn't be the way that she left, as in walking out in the middle of a show like that. I can understand that's what's surprising and shocking and etc. But like, it's not like it's the first time she tried to get out of there. Look, she tried to walk in 2018, 19, whenever it was.
Yeah, she tried doing it. She tried doing it before AEW.
Yeah, and Vince like talked her out of doing it, and well, Vince straight up said no. You know, she asked for a release. Vince said no. Go and chill and take some time off, and she did that. And I'm sure she came back with fresh and ready to go, and motivated and stuff. And she's done some cool stuff for a while. She won the tag titles at Mania. And
wait. There's 185 people in here right now. That's the most we've had in a minute. So everybody, please, thank you for joining us. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Tell people we're in here talking our shit. All of that. Leave a comment after the video. Follow us on Twitter. All right. Go ahead, Mozzie.
Yeah. Support the channel. Those likes, they actually mean something. So yeah, man. We need those likes. Get those likes up. But yeah, I don't know this Sasha Mercedes. I don't know where I stand with it. I found it very interesting because it seems like from the people who are really like kind of convinced that she's coming in, whether that be Sean, whether that be Stephen, Will, like pretty much everyone but Dave, everyone who reports and does scoops but Dave, pretty much.
I've never seen drones, so I want to desperately believe a word that came out of Dave Meltzer's mouth before. Before this shit, bro. 300, this is one of the 2 biggest instances of drones just loving Dave Meltzer, bro. When he gave Cody versus Seth Rollins 5 stars, and this right now. Now all of a sudden Meltzer's word is fucking law. You have to believe everything that Dave ever says. He's never wrong. That's Uncle Dave. All that shit. Have some fucking self-respect, you fucking drones. You've been hating this nigga for the last 20 years.
Yo, Dave got every single scoop that he said about WrestleMania right, and niggas were still
every single one, and niggas are still trying to poke holes in him and shit.
Niggas is on his dick 24/7 talking about he's always wrong. He's not right. He don't got real sources.
Bro, I remember when between the Stone Cold shit and the Vince McMahon was gonna have a match shit. Dave got so much flack from Fed fans, bro.
The Vince
for
thing
months.
wasn't even him, bro. Like John Pollock reported the Vince thing, and Dave obviously spoke about it on the radio and stuff, and he still got
shut the fuck up, Dave.
For it. Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
It's nasty. It's nasty because Dave is not even like half of the shit he gets is like from sources. He'll be like, yeah, so this guy said on this radio show that this is happening from here.
And then it'll get aggregated as Dave Meltzer said, and then people are like, oh, fucking Dave wrong again.
Wrong. And Dave is just sitting like, bro, somebody told me this shit, or like you can go watch it yourself. So it's weird with them niggas, you know.
Yeah, man. Everyone, like I was saying, like everyone, literally every reporter Scoops pretty much seems to kind of be under the impression that. I think it's weird one. It's like even like backup hangman, you know, like it's like I'm sure he wouldn't mind, but it's like even like from before, like before he took his break and stuff. It's like, and this is what all the reporters, whether that's Sean Will or whoever, when they ask about it, it's not being denied, but. Yeah. Other than the Stephen Muhlenhausen, that's why I keep bringing it up, because it's the only person who straight up said she's coming in, she's the partner, and everyone else is kind of like, well, when I ask, they're not denying it. You know what I mean? Like it's never. But the thing that I was really interested about Dave's like report, talking on Observer Radio, whatever you want to call it earlier, was that he said like literally. People in AEW have denied it to him. As someone in the match has denied it to him. Someone's actually denied it. Then obviously there's the whole WWE sort of things, which is like interesting to think of why WWE so adamant that she's not going to wrestle in AEW. You know what I mean?
I mean, the WWE side of people also thought Bryan Danielson wasn't going to wrestle for him either.
That is true. That is true. They were like, "Oh, it's a little break." They said that they were blindsided when he showed up at All Out. Or not when he showed up at All Out, when it was made official. Whenever they found out it was made official, they were blindsided. They thought he was going to get a little break out of the system, maybe work an indie or two, Defy show, and come back.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's, you know, what is Dave cooking, you know? It's very much one of those things.
It's so surprising because even Brian Alvarez, he was there listening to Dave talk about it, and if you watch the face like in the videos that they posted, he's like even confused that even Dave is even like so confident about it, because he's like, he was at the shows, he saw the clips of them saying that, even Britt hinting at, he's like, and then Dave's like, oh, I don't know why they would hint it.
Didn't he bring up Disco Inferno? He's like, why would they bring up Disco Inferno?
Yeah. Like, why would they bring up, like, why would you even like compare Disco Inferno to Mercedes? Like
come on, bro. One was obviously like a dig at like internet wrestling community marks that like get offended by Disco and Cornette and their comments about the Elite and other AEW talents that they really, really like, right? Like one was to get heat. The other one was like a wink and a nod to fucking something that fans are really excited for. So they're not really comparable at all.
Right.
Yeah, it's a funny situation. Like I said, I don't know what Dave's cooking. Maybe obviously, like I said, obviously he spoke to some people because he said as much. He said it's been denied to him. He said he spoke to the WWE side, etc., etc. But who knows what he's cooking, man? We don't know who. Like, go ahead, man.
The whole Sasha thing has been weird from the start because, like that one comment right there, Nico says that Ross Geary was the only one that can confirm that she was released.
Exactly.
And nobody else would put their name to it.
Nobody would.
And
then he ended up being right 3 or 4 months later.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, this has never happened with somebody before. Like, people being unable to confirm, like, somebody's employment status just being up in the air for months and months and months and months. Like, oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, I find it interesting how Dave was really talking about like how Sasha doesn't want to. He gets the impression that Sasha doesn't want to make the commitment because if she signs for AEW, it's going to have to be like a 3-year deal or something. Because otherwise, it's not worth it to AEW. And you know, she clearly doesn't want to make this commitment for 3 years because it's a lot. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
If you even look at who was it? Just go on. I already forgot what I was gonna say.
I'll say this.
Why Geary?
Geary is nasty.
Why Geary? if Sasha shows up in LA next week, right, and I'm confident she will, but there's a chance she won't. I will dye my hair whatever color hair she has. I'm not doing that flame shit. So if it's just that flame shit,
the most dominant color.
The most dominant color.
So you're telling me she comes out with the same hair she had at Wrestle Kingdom, you're gonna dye your hair ginger?
Her hair was ginger?
It was like ginger and blue.
No, that was fire.
It was like orange.
What color is fire?
It was like bright orange.
Bro,
color fire is not a color, nigga.
Orange is ginger.
It was mostly blue.
Fire is not ginger.
It was orange and red.
Yeah, it was
orange and red. But it was mostly blue.
It was mostly blue though.
I remember what I was going to talk about. So me and Monty were talking earlier in the DM about the interesting part of what Dave's speculation was that if she does sign with AEW, that New Japan's not going to want her to wrestle on AEW until she shows up until she wrestles for New Japan first. And I said, there's no way that was even going to happen because no way AEW is going to sign her and wait 2 months just to have her debut or wrestle.
Bro, that would be like 2020 New Japan and AEW relationship. Like, that's not where they're at in 2023 at all, bro.
Right.
Like,
because it don't make any sense anyway. Because it's like if she is signed, why would you wait? Like Manny literally just said, so if she is signed, then it's up to Tona. Because if she was signed, it would be up to Tona. It wouldn't matter what New Japan want. You know what I mean?
I was telling Monty
and from what we've seen, like TK's in all the business relationships that AEW's ever had with other promotions, like TK's like the big guy in charge here. Like, it doesn't matter how long Obari or Ghetto or fucking Corgan or fucking Demore has been around and shit. Like, TK's like the boss in these situations. Like,
and I was like, Monty, it wouldn't make sense on New Japan's part either. Like, why wouldn't you want Sasha being wrestling on AEW TV, getting more hype around her, having awesome matches
for her fucking US debut in New Japan? Like, that show's not sold out yet. They still want to move tickets.
I think it's the last month. I think it's the last week of next month.
No, this month.
So it's this month.
It's Feb 18.
Oh, it's Feb 18.
Battling the Valley is Feb 18.
What the fuck is? I had January 28th in my head for some reason.
This month is a new beginning. New beginning in Sapporo. That's why.
The fucking New Japan Wrestle Kingdom show. No, I mean New Japan Noah show is coming up and shit.
Oh yeah.
So where are we at? What do we think's going on?
I think she's gonna debut next week.
I think she's gonna debut.
When she said when Will Washington said 100%, I believed him. I don't believe him anymore. But I still think she's gonna come, but I don't think it's 100% anymore.
I think I'd give it like a 85-90% chance that it's her.
I'm at 70.
And I think the way they get out of Toni Storm being the partner is, I think Sheeta's gonna turn heel. I don't think they're gonna reveal Sheeta who knocked her out or incapacitated her, but I feel like Rampage, like Will Washington and Sean Ross Sapp are saying this, Rampage and Battle of the Belts is big. First, it's live. They might have an update, have something to do with the match. That's why it might be a must-watch show to see the update. Anything can happen type thing.
Right.
If they talk about this match on Rampage, Toni Storm got injured, they go to a backstage segment, then I'll be 100% that's gonna be Sasha, right?
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they would do all this if it wasn't Sasha, bro. I don't get it. Why?
At the same time, it's if it is Sasha, it's why would you promote it like this?
Yeah, it's weird.
We were saying in the group chat when we was watching it live, it was what is TK cooking?
Right.
What is?
Well, we were literally live while she said it. We were yo, what the fuck? What is she cooking?
I didn't even for the next 10 minutes after it was announced Toni Storm, I didn't even look at the timeline. I waited for people to move on to something else. I don't even want to know what's going on the timeline right now, bro. And I don't want to see it.
Yeah, Murphy's having a mental breakdown.
It doesn't even make sense what she even said. If she wasn't going to wrestle for a U.S. company, her saying that she was going to have a world tour after she showed up at Tokyo Dome doesn't even make sense at all either. Where's she going to do a tour?
Strong progress, baby.
AAA, bro.
A little Rev Pro.
Triple A, yeah, little Ray Pro, Triple A, you know. Yeah, man. I don't. I think I'm closest probably to like AO with about 60-70%. AO said 70, I think. I don't know, man.
TK, bro, if it's not Sasha, you're fucking cooked, bro. You're cooked.
I think there's. Yeah. I'm higher on the chance that she comes in not next week. I don't know.
There's also a chance that she comes in next week, but she's just not
doesn't wrestle.
Yeah, I've been thinking that's the most likely, honestly. Like she comes in like after the match or something.
Like a beatdown can happen after the match. I don't know.
Right now, I feel like it's more likely that she comes in eventually, but it's not next week. That's where I'm at with
you. The weird thing, the weird thing is gonna be next. The weird thing next week is gonna be. I think we're gonna know for sure if the women's tag isn't the main event, or if it's not opening the show, because there's no way you have Sasha do in the middle of the show because the people are just gonna be like.
You could open a second hour.
This is gonna be like
that's usually a big spot.
No, but I mean, they're gonna the AEW's Cody Rhodes situation, where like every week motherfuckers was watching Raw, and sometimes SmackDown. Oh, tonight's the night Cody pulls up. Cody's debuting tonight for like 2 months, 2-3 months, and they waited all the way to fucking Mania.
We got a few super chats, Parker, of course, you know. President of the Dumb Guy Law Tuesday.
I love it, nigga.
199, appreciate it, brother. What if she went to freaking Choco Pro?
Scrapping on the fucking World Tour, bro. Square. World Tour, baby.
World Tour.
Has anyone said this before? Has anyone said that yet?
Has anyone said this? Has anyone suggested this? Sasha versus Lulu Pencil, a completely original idea.
Samurai Shampoo. I think that's what to say. TK about to have million missed calls.
That's not a million.
Okay, 374,738 missed calls.
300,000 are gonna be from Andrade. Oh, Poppy, no, I was just kidding.
Rip Ross, Pop, 199. Vince gonna do young legend Diego. You one swole motherfucker.
Shout out to Rose.
Shout out.
Need you on Dynamite soon. Hey man, Mogul Phillies is looking like a real faction out there. As long as those two never wrestle, it's what me and Chris said. Just have them stand around, like dude, throw some punches and shit. Maybe a fucking spine buster. Let Swerve be a heel. It's gonna be good business, bro. Just never let them niggas wrestle on TV. Keep that shit on fucking
risky business, you know.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that big guy with the face tats. I didn't see what he does at least once.
Yeah, you can see it on YouTube, my nigga.
Yo,
yeah.
You can see it on YouTube.
They can wrestle the Bollywood boys in a tag match.
Has it come out where he's trained yet? Who's trained this motherfucker?
I don't know. His Instagram's so weird, bro. It's just pictures of like bloodied up animals. It's so weird.
Oh no, he's a Chicago film merchant.
It's like. No, they're not crazy. It's like there'll be a Cheeto with blood all over his mouth or some shit.
What the fuck?
Wait, let me try to find.
I mean, obviously, anybody with that
many tattoos
he's one
of those
face.
primal fucking.
He's been trained by Jay Lethal.
Yeah,
Jay Lethal. I mean, Jay Lethal's a good trainer, but he also has some fucking stinkers. Fucking Dom Mysterio.
Right. Relax.
Yeah. Mason Robinson, $5, appreciate it. Get ready for the 5-hour Johnny Gargano versus Samuel Shaw and Iron Man match at King of Kings Wrestling.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy.
The nasty thing is, Johnny's such a nice guy, and he likes Dexter Lumis so much that he would do it, bro.
Yeah.
For like $4,000, he would do it.
Hypothetically, what would happen if TK bought WWE? I mean,
know.
A lot. It's hard to say, you know.
I don't know.
A lot of shit would happen if TK bought WWE.
I don't think he'll make it past like a couple of months.
That's not necessarily what I want as an AEW fan, but
I feel like him buying WWE would like kind of go back on everything AEW is, like trying to stop monopolies and shit.
Right.
That's the weird thing with AEW.
That should be fun as
fuck. AEW is like the underdog, you know what I mean? But like the cons are richer.
Yeah, which is crazy. By like a huge margin too. So like
WWE, it's all like, I don't want to give that pig any credit at the minute, but Vince is like, the McMahons are like pretty self-made in that regard in the business. Even Vince to an extent, like he got given a promotion, but he bought it
a small loan of $1 million from his father.
Yeah, but obviously now it's not. I said earlier when I was reading out the Wall Street Journal article, it's worth over $5 billion at the minute. Obviously, it's going to tank when he comes back. But, but, the J Caleb show, $10. Appreciate it. Vince going to start to Tony K. Then Tony's going to let Triple H run NXT on the ROH app. The ROH app is crazy, bro.
Yo,
they got that shit working properly yet.
How many episodes do you think are really going to come out on the ROH app before they get to like a proper streaming service?
All of them.
I think a couple pay-per-view cycles.
I need HBO Max to stop playing, bro. Like,
bro, for real, like. For me, it doesn't really affect me that much because I've got fights, so I've got the AEW. If I want to watch the 10th Dynamite that ever happened, I can go back and forth and I can watch it. It's so crazy to me that you guys can't do that without like,
I have Fight Plus too, but it's just like
we used to.
It's not a great streaming service, bro. I'm not trying to do a rewatch on Fight Plus. I'll just wait for it to come out on the real app.
Back when they had that Bleacher app where you can watch everyone for pay-per-views and stuff like that in video games. You should be able to go back and watch every Dynamite. So I mean, it's crazy that they got rid of that feature because they moved everything to the regular Bleacher Report app. You can't do any of that shit now.
I saw someone bring up Cody Rhodes in the chat. Do you think Cody wants Vince back or nah?
Yes. He's like one of the only people, like him, Roman, like Charlotte. They're like good either way, man. Let's be honest. Like Vince was like absolutely like grooming him like he was the next fucking Cena when he was
like his push was going really well. I don't know if the content on TV was great, but his push was going well. He was getting huge babyface pops. He was getting treated like a superhero and shit.
Yeah, like the video packages, everything, his presentation, like
fucking, he was the star of the Money in the Bank in the fucking stadium show video package. Even though they had to move it because they didn't, they don't got the juice they think they had. But
I don't think Roman's gonna like Vince coming back because I remember they had the report coming.
That Roman was staying away because he couldn't stand Vince's senile ass.
Vince leaving is the only reason Roman's still champ. It was going to be Drew.
No, it wasn't going to be Theory.
No, it was going to be Theory.
Oh yeah, Theory was going to win that championship after SummerSlam, and Drew was going to beat Theory.
Imagine Theory. Imagine Selfie's Theory. Selfie's like fucking. I don't even know what to call him. Fucking silly goose Theory, bro. Imagine that nigga pinning Roman Reigns. The shit I would have got off on the timeline that day would have like put everything that I ever like tweeted before, like to shame, bro. Like I had to delete so many drafts. You should have seen me watching SummerSlam when A-Town down hit Raw. I was going crazy. I was like, he's still getting belted out.
Well, what are they even doing with Theory now anyway, bro?
I don't know. I haven't been watching, but I do see drones on the timeline defending Theory with their lives now. Not all of them, like 50% of them.
Because Seth Rollins carries him to decent. I don't know.
I haven't seen any of these matches, but I just know like the opinion from WWE fans is like shifting on Theory and shit. They like him now and shit. It's nasty.
Rollins is putting him over.
It's even nastier because it's like, so y'all only pretending this whole time to care about those allegations. Y'all never fucking cared. Y'all just didn't like his character.
I can't do it, bro.
Y'all never fucking cared, bro.
I couldn't even sit here and like pretend that he's like an awful like worker or anything. It's just like, bro, I'll never like root for like Austin Theory.
Yeah,
it's just not happening, bro. Right. A couple of super chats real quick. Chemo again. $1.99 blank super chat. Appreciate it all. Pokemon Trainer $1.99. ROH finna take the IWTV. We own your monsters. We own your masters deal. That's crazy.
That would be so nasty if TK ended up over there, bro.
Israel $1.99. Mercedes to GCW. That is. Ali Catch.
Get some
Mercedes versus Ali Catch not fired yet.
No, not at all, bro.
It's not fired, yo.
You know what? I saw clips of Ali Catch versus Maki or Pop Man. Can't lie.
How's that match looking?
Hey, look, it was popping, man.
The crowd was into it.
You know what? You want it is though with Ali. You see what it is with Ali as well, bro. Like, say what you want as like technically as a worker and that, but she's game. Like, she's game as fuck, bro. Like, well, yeah, man. Mercedes and GC.
Shout out to her for getting over. That's the nicest thing I can say about Ali Catch. Shout out to her for getting over.
You know what I mean? So she sells a couple tickets and shit.
Nice.
You know, good for her, bro. Good for her. She's game.
Maybe she could replace Leo Rush and Bola.
Maybe she's the mystery tag partner. Bro, imagine. Ali Catch.
Bro, if Ali Catch was the mystery tag partner, I'm getting in my car and I'm driving to Jacksonville and I'm waiting for a member of the Khan family. Can't say what I'm gonna do next, but I'm gonna be waiting for him.
Just picture Bob filming. That's what's gonna happen.
Bob. Showtime Spurs $5. Keep seeing people on my timeline sad about Vince since WWE has been better recently. Has it really? I mean, come on, man.
Objectively, no troll shit. It is a competent TV show.
Yeah, before it was a fucking clown show when Vince was around. From what I see on the timeline and shit, because I watch the pay-per-views. I don't watch the weekly TV, but like the pay-per-views, I mean,
look at that.
The pay-per-views were always wrestling heavy. I mean, I guess the booking just makes more sense nowadays. Like, I don't think the show's I don't think it's any good. I think it's just not a fucking farce anymore. But I need to get back to that farce.
Yeah, you did get it right, bro. Like, it's just, like now it's not like all-time WWE TV or anything like that. But like when Vince was there, bro, it's quite easy to forget like how like senile and just fucking nonsensical and just bad he was at booking at that time. Like Triple H just coming in and like being like logical. Like even though like he hasn't done anything like majorly exciting yet, except for like he's helped the Bloodline stuff progress pretty nicely. But
I will say Triple H has made the Bloodline interesting again, and he's rehabbed Ricochet pretty well. Right. Those are two things I can't
even
take away
not
from
Gunther's title reign. Like it's definitely better under H than it was.
I don't see it, bro. Like I feel like Gunther's been on the same path, Vince or Triple H. The only thing that really was done for Gunther is he's got all of Imperium back. In my eyes, I don't really see the.
And he's allowed to have his style of match again because the first Ricochet match that he had and the second one, those were not as good as the third one, yo. The first and the second one were like
the first one was like all right,
like 8 minutes,
and the second one was like a glorified squash.
It was literally
then obviously the third one was like, Dave Meltzer was calling it a WWE match of the year contender.
I did like that match a lot. Not gonna put it over on the timeline. But I feel like that match
it goes against your brand.
That is. I got morals.
5-4-2-2-2 $5. Here you guys see Diffie when Vince steps through the door. The 3 people he fires. So,
bro, it's just imagine if he got the fucking Levesque and Nick Khan out of here, just off rip, bro. Like, no, there's not gonna be a Civil War. You 3 out now. Like, that would be fucking crazy.
I don't know, man.
I don't think he would do it. I think he would just get 3 shitters nobody ever heard of before out of here, and then he just goes back and forth with his family on some Cold War shit. But
no, I think he gets Stephanie out of here because he did it already before. It was when she left, and then she had to come back like a week or 2 later because of what happened.
Yeah. They were shitting on her, but from what I saw, the quotes that were shitting on her weren't coming from Vince, allegedly. But I don't know.
I think they had to be coming from him because there's no way. It's so weird that as soon as she leaves, all those quotes came out of her saying that she was bad at her job.
Like if it's not Vince, then who's sending those quotes out and who's okaying that?
Right. Yeah. And then it was like a smear. It was a smear campaign. So I'm sure Hunter doesn't like the one I'm worried about. If I'm worried is Hunter. Because he might pack him. He might get him out of the hell out of him. He might send him to Alcatraz or something.
Yo, legitimately, what would Hunter do if the WWE was no longer an option for him?
Just chill, bro. He's nice now because he's been
he's fucking loaded now because all the stocky
corporate position.
You really think he would just be done working? Like it's just
it's like Kevin. It's like Kevin Dunn, bro. It's like
no, he's gonna
you'd think Kevin Dunn got finished, but he's been slowly selling off his stock for like a couple of years now, and like he's like comfortably like a multi-millionaire. Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
He's gonna talk to Billy Morgan. Chill.
I think Triple H is WWE.
You think TK picks up the phone and calls him?
No, Triple H? Nah, bro. Triple H wouldn't work for TK, bro. No, think about who we're talking about. Like, I think it's because we're talking about him in like the conversation like next to Vince.
Yeah.
We're kind of like babying him a bit more. Do you know what I mean? But like, bro, you think Triple H would like take all?
No, I don't think Triple H would take the call. No, I mean he would take the call, but he wouldn't fucking take the job. But you think TK would try? You think TK would call him?
No, I think the only guy TK is going to call backstage is Paul Heyman.
I don't know.
Oh, Paul Heyman would take the job too.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's dangerous, mate. Paul Heyman in AEW would be dangerous.
It'd be odd, fucking.
I think Triple H would just take the
call. Tony Khan would blink, and Paul Heyman would be CEO of the company in 6 months.
I think Triple H would just take the call, just tell him to eat a dick, and then hang up, and then go about their day.
Bro, that isn't even like completely like unrealistic.
It's really not.
Yeah, like,
are you fucking kidding me? You fucking pencil neck twerp.
You Mark.
You fucking Mark.
What did Randy call him?
He said something about his daddy's money or something like that.
Jacksonville Dixie.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville Dixie. I can't cap though. I used to think TK was good at Twitter back then because he got him with like the whatever he said with the N-word remark. About what he said and shit. Like, he got Randy's ass. We're like, no, TK, you're not good at Twitter, my nigga. You do have some zingers in you, though.
I don't know, but even not the Randy thing. Even though we ratioed Randy, it's just like...
He tried a little hard.
Bro, Jacksonville Dixie's just so, like, fucking funny, like, for a short line. And, like, he, like, went the whole, like, politically correct route. Like, oh, you said the N-word.
Didn't you say... Didn't you... It's literally like... Didn't you say nigga? Like...
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, it was something like, because Randy made a dig about like, no, Tony was talking about like the Saudi money or something. Then Randy mentioned something about like how his dad's got a business there or something, and he was like, oh well, that's all been like debunked and and like in the meantime, you said the N word on Twitch. That's how we like put it. And he was just like, yeah, it's daddy's money, Jacksonville Dixie. Lol, Mark, you know, it's all. So what can you say?
we need Twitter beefs like that again, bro. I need Triple H going back and forth with fucking Mark Henry on Twitter and shit, bro.
I don't know if you was listening. You might have even been on the show. I don't know if you was listening on the show. But, Joe was talking on a podcast, and he was like, "Maybe if like someone like JBL has got into like a Twitter beef with Tony Khan, it's like Tony Khan would make some like smart." Mark like dig at him about having shitty matches or something.
So then JBL would work Tuesdays.
Then JBL would just call him like a fucking geek and like it's just like what can you do? You know, it's just like you can't win.
If JBL ever tweet at me crazy, I'm bringing up him molesting the boys in the locker room. You think we don't know about you, my nigga? keep them fucking fingers where we can see him. You fucking sick fuck. You fucking freak.
Freaky. Chris, what are you going off camera, man?
My bad.
There he is. We're going back. Who you guys seen dipping with Vince through the door? Bro, who knows? It could be loads of people. It could be no one. It is obviously worth noting as well, man. Like, even though it sounds unrealistic, but if he is just coming back to be a corporate executive or whatever the fuck, then obviously that's nothing to do with creative and he's away from the talent. But like I said, he ain't going to be like around WWE every day and not like, you know.
You just have no input.
Yeah, he's not going to.
I don't know. I don't think Johnny Gargano has any interest in working for Vince McMahon, honestly. But, you know, he signed a contract and Johnny's going to honor the contract. So
yeah, a lot of people are like that, bro. It's like,
I don't think he would have to honor the contract. I think because if
Vince is just gonna go, hey man, get up out of here. Vince is gonna walk through the door. He's like, Jonathan, you know what time it is, my nigga. You know what time it is, my nigga.
You gotta go home with another 90 days.
90. 3 months.
I think what it is like, because when a big company is gonna sell, they usually empty house before they do that.
Yeah, like all they, because it's gonna be like a lot of repetitive positions when companies merge and shit, and like the larger companies gonna keep their person that they employ first, and they're not gonna take somebody else and be like, yeah, we're gonna take you, and then fire their guys. So it's like all like, Stephanie, you're out of there, little sis. As CEO, that's done with.
And they're gonna get rid of some wrestlers and all that because they're trying to make their talent budget look smaller than what it is.
Yeah.
Imagine if Disney buys them and then like they start training people at Disney World or whatever. Like and they start running shows out of Disney
Studios.
I know,
bro. But tell me that fucking John Cena mascot, like a guy in a giant John Cena suit walking around Disney, doesn't make perfect sense. Like, that fits in like a glove.
Yeah, I would say it'd be cool if you could say like Kane or someone, but like Kane.
You know, it makes
Kane's
sense.
obviously problematic.
I can actually see that because you know how Disney World has like, I've never been there, but I know they have different like worlds there, like Marvel World. And I can see them doing if they get like a WWE World. They have museums because you know WWE World or Universe, like they just have like all their like,
bro.
I don't know.
Wrestling's not mainstream enough for all that. For a whole theme park.
Not for Disneyland.
No, because Harry Potter doesn't even have its own entire theme park. Like they're just part. Like there's Harry Potter World, but that's part of Universal Studios. It's just like all the way in the back. And Harry Potter is infinitely more popular than WWE right now.
Because I know WWE has that warehouse where they have all the museum pieces that nobody can go in, but just Triple H.
Yeah.
Imagine if they just moved that
Top
to
Dollar.
Disney World. And Top Dollar, yeah.
Triple H and Top Dollar, the only people allowed in there.
Stuff it. Couple super chats. Bright Lights Kyle Anderson is real.
Facts.
That's facts, man. Other than that gun stun bump, that was a really great match.
No, even that's a pop, bro. Man took a flat back.
Do you think he did that on purpose? Like he refused to take a normal bump for that shit?
Bro, honestly, bro, it's weird. There was the whole thing in, when was it? Like, when was Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton feuding in like 2020 or whenever it was, bro? Bro, Drew McIntyre like couldn't take the RKO bump, bro. No, he kept like taking it like on his side and shit.
I mean, from what we know about his neck now, it's probably been bothering him for a minute. He just refused to take the fucking RKO bump normally.
Bro, he would just like take it, like he would just land like on his side. Like, he would always take it really weird, and it would look really awkward and stuff. I don't know, bro. Maybe it's a weird move to take. I don't know.
Carl's
those
fucking
cutters and stuff.
Carl's fucking promo at the presser though was gas because he was drunk.
I didn't watch it yet.
Bro, he was drunk as fuck, and he was just like, "I'm a worldwide superstar," and then he goes, "I'm the biggest fucking star on the card," and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is the biggest star on the card. This is gas."
Oh, you talking about? You mean the pre-show? You said post.
No. I know the press conference from the night before.
Oh yeah. I did watch that. Yeah, he was talking his shit. He came out there in shitty jeans, shitty shoes, bro. Fucking a Bullet Club jacket and shit.
He came off like he just came off the plane. He's like, "Fuck, man, let's get in here and get out." Because I got to work in Milwaukee tomorrow.
I'm surprised he didn't have a beer in his hand, Japanese beer in his hand.
He said, "Bright lights, big star. You know what time it is." And he walked out there and who?
You know what time it is, bro. I love Carl, man.
I love him too, bro.
He gets so much shit on Twitter and stuff. Well, yeah, he does. Like even recently because he signed for WWE, the big bad WWE. It's like just, bro, come on,
bro. Like even when he was on AEW, like there was like a whole like contingent of people that were like pissed that the Good Brothers were on AEW. I'm like, bro, did they not pop you? I fucking love the Good Brothers, bro.
The pop when they debuted again for WWE was like insane. Like it was almost comical, you know.
It was. The OC were always over in WWE. I don't think those fans watch the Good Brothers do anything else anywhere else.
Yeah.
But
I feel bad for their coach when Vince comes. Fucking AJ broke his ankle. He's not even at TV. Vince is gonna be there and be like fucking Gallows. He's gonna look at him. Festus,
Oh shit!
I thought I packed his ass.
I never even thought of what AJ breaking his ankle means for the rest of the OC, bro. The Good Brothers are cooked.
Me and you gonna get given a mask again and shit.
Oh shit! I forgot she's with them too. Yeah, it's Jover. It's Jover.
Bro, I can just imagine.
Carl Anderson walking to be in Slapjack. Lou Gallows walking to be in T-Bar, my nigga. Yo, back like y'all never left.
He's gonna walk around and be like, "Where's AJ?" And like he broke his ankle. He said, "You guys, so they're still employed while he's gone."
What the fuck y'all doing here?
I know they better get their asses back to their house. Fuck, man, it's nasty for a lot of people.
That's unfortunate, bro.
Imagine when he sees Top Dollar.
I haven't watched any of the Good Brothers on WWE, but I have watched a couple Mia Yim matches, and she's been doing good. So I hope AJ being off.
She's just good, man. She's just good.
Carl Anderson had a nice 4.25-star match with Finn Balor a couple months ago.
Ain't no way.
4.25.
Dave gave him 4.25.
4.25 was crazy.
4.25. 4.25 is crazy, bro. Like, even me as a Carl Anderson defender enthusiast, I can't go that.
I did see people putting that match over on the timeline. I might watch it.
You are watching
for the vibes. I might watch it for the vibes one day.
Okay, we'll fly through some super chats before we get into like Dynamite, Wrestle Kingdom. Farfar Triple $2, $10. Appreciate you, bro. WWE TV has been bad since the build of Extreme Rules. Gunther, Gable, Rey Mysterio, and Ricochet are the only ones carrying the company. Bloodline story feels cooked after War Games to me. It's kind of like the similar super chat that we got earlier about like how someone said there hasn't been like pretty much any much difference since Triple H came in. And it's like, you know, it's nothing special. Like no one's gonna look back on 2022 when Triple H took over as a time when there was all-time great wrestling coming from WWE, but
yeah,
it's no longer.
It's
no longer like frustrating and horrible to like put yourself through anymore. You know?
Yeah, I think in like 2020, when people look back on 2022 for WWE, they're gonna look at Vince like retiring more than they're gonna look at anything that happened in the second.
Yeah, anything in Triple H. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that's the year Vince left," and they're just gonna move on. What? Because like 10 years from now, what are you gonna talk about from this time period? You're gonna talk about getting Uzi? Are you for real?
You gonna talk about Gargano and Miz having a money?
Nah, bro, you're not talking about none of that shit. You're not gonna be talking about
Cody Rhodes'
fucking return.
That's what you're gonna be talking about, bro.
Cody Rhodes.
All
right. So Cody Rhodes WrestleMania return. That was a moment people are gonna look at, right? And Vince was still there for that. And then the Hell in a Cell. People are gonna look at that 10 years from now. Was that Vince or Triple H? That was Vince, right?
That was Vince.
Yeah,
All that was Vince.
Yeah.
That was Vince. Yeah.
Vince was
and then he was gone. No. So like, there's really nothing. Yeah, and then he was gone after that. And then
kind of crazy, isn't he? Like Cody's not wrestled for Triple H yet. You know,
Triple H was like July onward.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Pokemon Trainer 199. Appreciate you. Paul Levesque, Executive Vice President of New Japan USA. Pop. $5, J. Caleb. Appreciate you. Who would you rather have? Heyman manage Wardlow or Hobbs?
Hobbs.
Heyman manage Hobbs.
Yeah, bro. Heyman and Hobbs. Now we're cooking, bro. We're cooking with gas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
William Hobbs is a big black nigga.
Man, bro, you swerved me then. I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Imagine when Hobbs like the TNT champ and he got freaking Paul Heyman just rubbing his hands holding the
low key
like that.
Low key, would the streets let Heyman get that off? Would the streets let Heyman get that off?
If we let him get it off, then they gonna let him get it off.
Oh wait.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna say Hobbs, bro. I think that could be like fucking generational.
Awesome.
Young Dende 199, appreciate you, bro. Disney making WWE City from Scooby Doo real. But
I've never seen any of those WWE Scooby Doo movies.
This one's kind of sure. What if the Saudis bought WWE like Newcastle? So
my god, the takes on the timeout would be hilarious. Hilarious and racist. and ignorant and xenophobic. And
well, for Newcastle in football, it was like a great thing, I guess. Obviously, there was like the moral kind of questionability of it.
Football fans don't give a fuck, bro. They just want the money. They just want the oil money, bro.
Especially like in soccer football, like because obviously like in NFL and NBA, there's like everything's like drafts and trades. Like in football, it's like, bro, you can just buy like, say, I don't know, the Cavs could just buy LeBron back for $50 million. Do you know what I mean? Like they can just do that in soccer. So like the Saudis taking over Newcastle took them from like a mid-table okay team to like they can buy pretty much anyone that will come to them now. You know, so you know they're doing really great. Just I don't know, bro. That's the thing with Saudis, isn't it? Like anytime there's like a big property, brand, or anything up for sale, there'll always be something like, wow, there's some interest from Saudi Arabia or Qatar.
They might get it, they might not, but there's always going to be rumors.
Right.
Breaking news: Darby's going to wrestle Michael Bennett tomorrow on Rampage.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh, hey, man.
I mean, is that breaking news? You know?
Yeah, it happened. It happened 5 minutes ago.
What happened?
I know, but like, you know.
So, what's that
Mike
Rampage
Bennett
card looking
Darby.
like right now?
Chris. Mike Bennett versus Darby, Chris.
Huh?
Mike Bennett versus Darby.
Mike who?
Mike Bennett, nigga. Mike Kanellis.
Mike Kanellis.
Oh,
Bennett.
brother.
Look at this nigga's face.
Kanellis. Bennett.
Y'all can make that face, man. But man, that match is gonna be gas, man. I'm telling
Hey
you,
man, I like the Kingdom. I can't cap. I like
Kingdom versus Top Flight.
Solid work.
It's never going. Them in a match is never going to be. It's never going to look sexy though on the card. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's going to see that shit and pop nothing. But the match is going to happen. People are going to like the match more than they thought they would.
Wrestle Purist, Fabrizio Romano, $2. Bronson Reed to NWA. Here we go. So those of you, this is another football soccer reference. So Fabrizio Romano is like the Woj of fucking soccer. You know,
right.
Like he's the big scoops. He's the one. You know, and that say if a deal's about to go through and it's confirmed it's happening, he'll finish the tweet with "Here we go." Like that's his like. That's like his go sign. That's like his signing off thing that he does.
That's funny.
So Bronson Reed to NWA. Here we go. You know. Mavs fan 84, 199.
Bronson, y'all not trying to see Jonah versus Tyrus for NWA World Title?
No, bro.
Y'all not trying to see.
That sounds horrible, bro.
Listen, they got a new leader in TMDK. He can't come back to Japan.
Yeah, he can't come back to Japan. AEW doesn't want him.
Actually, let me swap these super chats around because that'll take.
You gotta check in with ZSJ.
Okay. Far 5222, $5. Appreciate you again, brother. I can't believe Kyle Anderson sandbagged the cut of that finished match. That is some quality stuff from my yeah, man. Like we was talking about Kyle's a man, bro. Mavs fan 84. Omega singles run. Gonna cook. Wrestling God 199. Appreciate it.
That's a fact.
Agreed for the most part as well.
That's why I said I won't even be mad if the Elite lose next week.
Yeah, bro. Just the prospect of fucking Omega back on a singles run. Come on, bro. But yeah, let's talk because of this super chat. Let's move on to the Wrestle Kingdom talk, man. Main thing we want to talk about will be Ospreay, Omega. I know the main event was something else. That was a good time, but Ospreay Omega was like generational, you know. We'll talk a bit about Sasha as well, but Ospreay versus Omega. Many are calling it the best match they've ever seen, or one of the best matches I've ever seen. I think people are unanimously pretty fucking crazy high on it. Crazy high. Absolutely going to be a match of the year contender by the end of the year, I think. Even though it's only the first week of January. Yeah, man. IWGP US Championship, Ospreay versus Omega. Kenny got the win with the one-wing danger after hitting a Kamigoi. It's hard to think of the words to describe it other than like it was really great. I don't want to like say what everyone else is probably going to go ahead and say, so I'll just kind of I'll let you guys take it. Who wants to start?
What are we talking about? I was not paying attention. I wanted
Kenny versus Will.
Oh, I'll go first.
Billy.
My shit back on.
Yeah.
All right. So Kenny versus Will. And before Mark ass niggas, see, I've only been watching wrestling for like 8 years, like 6 years, right? Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay is the best match I've ever watched live. Like watching it as it happens. Because Kenny's my favorite wrestler of all time. I've been building anticipation for this match since Will got into that era where he was he was a complete wrestler, right? Because he wasn't doing all the flippy shit. Really, when Will started doing the hidden blade is when I became like a huge fan of Will Ospreay, right? So the anticipation for this match for me was crazy. And then you had the press conference where Will cut that crazy promo and Kenny was just like, I don't care, bro, type shit.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people thought this match was just going to be move after move after move after move, no selling and shit. But like for intellectuals who actually know about Kenny and know about Ospreay and know how different they feel about the business, I knew this was going to be something like we'd never seen before. We see some spots we've never seen, some spots we've seen. It was emotional. Kenny's my favorite wrestler, and it had me feeling bad for Will and like rooting on Will at certain spots. Like, dang, I need him to get this hot tag off. Not hot tag, but get his Hulk up on. And just callbacks to the PWG match. Moves Kenny hasn't hit since he was in Japan.
Right.
And then the finish with Kenny hitting the Kamigoye into the One Wing Angel. Great match. I gave it 6 stars. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be the highest rated WrestlePeers match we've ever done.
Yeah, probably will. We just give Julia versus Shuri 5 stars as well. So
I don't think Monty, you can break the scale for it, or you won't. It's gonna just be 5.
it depends. Now we'll break the scale. We'll break the scale, bro, because at the end of the day, if people are giving it 6s, then we'll reflect that in our ratings. One step, we are joined by a very special guest that you all know, and all love. Very popular on this channel. The Queen, the WrestlePurist First Lady. Israel is here. Here she is.
Rollins herself.
What's good?
Last week, and I hate to interrupt this intellectual discussion about Kenny Omega versus Billy Ospreay.
No, get your shit off.
But I was on here last week, and Hangman wasn't. AO called out Hangman. Where is he?
He ducking his smoke.
Yeah, he's in a better place.
Why are we still being emo? Why are we still hiding in the shadows? Because I feel like I could read this man's mind, and I know it's paragraphs and books and pages and chapters going on in his head right now because of all the shit that's been going on. What is he so scared of? Just something to think about.
Ayo,
shoot the ball. Shoot the ball, Hangman.
Shoot the ball, Hank Simmons. Shoot the ball, nigga.
Like,
you don't want to come on here with AO, bro.
I'm scared.
I'm being a viewer, I was kind of busy. I just got home, but I was watching this whole thing. I'm thinking like this man's gonna come out. He's not gonna let AO talk to him crazy like that, like he did.
And you know what happened?
What happened?
He talk crazy to him. He's a scary little boy. It is what it is.
You know what time it is actually, bro? So just talking about Hangman.
Oh yeah.
It's time to Yo, Chris. You got your obituary ready?
I got it ready.
All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna do a 1 minute silence where Chris will give some words on Backup Hangman.
Let me take my shicey off out of disrespect.
Out of disrespect? That's not even what you meant to say.
Well, Chris gets ready.
Also, like the video.
Yeah,
we only have like 80 likes right now.
Some respect.
What's the moment of silence for?
We're gonna give him a moment silence after I've read this super shot. Far 5222, $20. Omega Ospreay is possibly the greatest wrestling match I've watched in 20-something years. I've been watching the pacing, timing, everything. Omega making baby faces such as Hangman and Ospreay goated. 8 stars.
He's talking that shit, man.
He's
talking that shit.
Look at this recipe. Recipes for Picture Romano, $2. Back up Hangman to 0 news. Here we go.
Big AO selects. Hangman has sent feelers out to 0 News, and they didn't pick up his calls. Nobody wants that nigga, bro. Not even 0 News. He's finished out here.
One of our followers has spent some time and he done like a little tribute to him. So here he is. Let me pull down this super chat because that would be disrespectful. Okay, ready. Okay, Chris. Okay, Chris, go ahead.
Our beloved Hangman Adam Pearce has officially been killed by one Big AO. And I just want to sit here and tell everyone about all his failures, his bad think pieces, his horrible paragraphs. We have friends and family here. I just want to say, rest in peace. I hope you're down there with George W. Bush and
George W. Bush.
I hope you're giving Chris Benoit just talking his ear off now and then, buddy.
Hangman is in hell saying verbal essays to Pat Patterson.
Big bro.
With gasoline draws on, rest in piss. This is what you get for being an FTR merchant.
And an Austin Theory merchant.
Facts.
And a Cody Rhodes merchant.
Facts.
He's a white man's whore.
Facts.
He really do got some shitty opinions, but I miss my nigga though.
Also, here's some private information. Hangman gave Ospreay versus Omega less than 5 stars.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
want to
why
kill
we
that
had
nigga so bad.
We're not gonna tell you his exact grade, but just know that I told y'all in May, Hangman has stinky fucking opinions. And probably the stinkiest yet is that Ospreay versus Omega at Wrestle Kingdom in the Tokyo Dome was not a 5-star match. So I need tomatoes, bricks, bombs, knives, up and down the chat for Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce right now. Tomatoes, bombs, knives, all that shit, bricks, put them in the chat.
I told you we're not doing tomatoes, we're doing cans of tomatoes. Throw the cans of tomatoes.
Osama bin Hangman has been compromised. Rest in piss.
This started off as respectful and trying to be.
Then we remembered how much we hate that nigga. Nigga, take some fucking e-spit. Spit on that nigga's e-grave.
One more.
Look at him. The man that made single-handedly made CM Punk.
Yo, Parker of Dumb Guy Live has said, I fucking love CM Punk, and no single person has made me hate him more than Ibu.
Yeah, man. Send him thoughts and prayers.
Jenny, yes, he did not give it 5 stars. He's a freak.
Oh, he's weird.
He's a fucking freak.
Okay, let me get this off. Let me get this music off. Let's end this shit. Okay, off. And we back. We're back. Chris, I appreciate your words. I knew you'd be a professional and say something very truthful.
It came from the heart.
From the heart, I was about to say. I appreciate you, bro. Obviously, send your thoughts and prayers to Backup Hangman and his family.
Or don't.
Please reach out to him.
And your bad thoughts. And
reach out to him and either send him love or hate, whatever you feel like.
Don't
hey man. Oh, prayers down to Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce. Prayers down.
Wink, wink. Don't send him hate, because then they take the video down if you tell them to send hate. So don't send.
Oh yeah, don't send them hate.
Yeah.
No, we'll be alright, I think. was gonna say. Okay,
no, we be having some TOS problems over here. Cause fucking Monty, I'd be like, yo, Monty, I don't want to stream content live on stream, and Monty be making me do it, bro. Monty be making me put copyrighted shit up on, and he be getting our shit demonetized, be getting our shit taken down, bro. It's fucking Monty.
Well, I don't compromise. I ain't compromising shit, bro. You just want to like. But AO, Chris and Rob will put in the group chat. They'll be like, "Yeah, we want to do a watch along for fucking WrestleMania 17."
This nigga's lying, bro.
That's not true, bro.
I'm like, bro, I don't think you can do that, you know.
yo, Scoot D. Almond, you're my number one enemy, nigga.
Well, that nigga, who said that shit was like, screw the rules, I have money. That's how Monty be thinking he could run Wrestle Pierce, bro. It don't work like that.
Good friend has just appeared.
Oh shit, the custodian.
AKA Riz Gold. Hey friends, I was called in to clean after Wrestle Kingdom ended. Omega vs Ospreay was the second best match I've seen behind Omega Okada 4. Hangman Elliott Rogers, rest in peace.
Oh my Hangman Elliott Rogers. No, that is insane. That is insane.
Yo, they told Brian Pillman Jr. that he never worked the Tokyo Dome. And he defied all odds, beat all the expectations. He got to the Tokyo Dome and he cleaned up after those real wrestlers. And y'all said he could never fucking do it. Huh. Y'all said he would never work Wrestle Kingdom.
Fuck, nigga.
Who you think picked all that shit up, nigga? Big Pillman.
him and Arn Anderson.
Anyone got anything else to want to say about like Ospreay or Omega? Because you know, it was,
talking
a special time.
That match. I gave him my Hooper of the Week early.
Do you have a graphic for us, Manny?
He does, but he didn't send it to me.
I can send it to you. But so, man, that match, like, fuck, these guys were out of this world. They were in a different plane of existence. That's the kind of wrestling they were doing. I feel like I feel like my soul left my body when Omega started busting his head through the table. Never seen anything like it.
I elevated during that shit.
I know. I fucking lost it. I started screaming. My family told me to shut up because I was yelling.
I was on Discord watching it, yo, and each crazy spot like it kept getting crazier. I literally couldn't even speak anymore, bro. I was just yelling like that shit. And that match was fucking insane, though.
Every big spot and significant spot really hit home as well. You know, like nailed every single one. Whether that was what Manny said, where fucking Ospreay was getting his head smashed through a table, or even like when they really started to ramp up like Ospreay's back being a part of the match. So when
I sent it to you.
I popped the table spot, but I think the DDT spot probably popped everybody.
Yeah, bro, that was gonna say, bro, like, that was crazy. But even like when the first started to ramp it up, like when Ospreay was thrown into the exposed turnbuckle, it was just like, bro, like, you know what I mean? It just looked everything just came off perfectly. Like it was just one of those matches where the stars aligned, you know. not to get too like crazy with it, but it was good.
That's kind of that's the kind of match you're watching in the back, and you're like, "What the fuck, man? Come on! Like, there's still more matches to go." Like, you know, you're Jay White, you're just sitting there, like, "Bro, you know the kind of match I have. What are you doing this for?"
Nah, you know,
beast.
Yo, honestly, bro, it's not on Kenny and Ospreay that they wanted to upstage the main event. It's on Okada and Jay White. They could have switched their match style.
They could have did
they wanted to. They didn't.
What, bro?
They wanted to do headlock takeovers and shit. Okada could have done a shooting star press. You think Okada don't know how to do a moonsault? He could have done one.
He's done one.
Nah, bro.
You think he don't know how to do a fucking moonsault, bro? He gonna hit you with a fucking money clip.
You gotta play your song. You know what I mean, bro? You gotta play.
It's not on Kenny and Ospreay, bro. It's on them. They could have had a better. They've had a better match. They've had two better matches.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned,
it was good. I thought it was a good main event.
It was a good match. I gave the last one. I gave the one that Jay took the title off of Okada. I give that 5 stars. I don't think this one was even in that ballpark.
I was watching the match after, and I was just like sitting in my chair, like, every time I looked up, I was just like, man, have I seen this match before already? Like some of the I feel like I've seen them have this exact same match multiple times.
Oh
already.
shit, Bam!
Oh bam!
See, this is why we need singles Kenny Omega, bro. You know, Bam, $100 simply says Kenny Omega.
Bam, $100, bro. Just for that, I'm gonna go on a fucking Kenny Omega rant. What should I hit him with?
Just tell us why he's so special.
Right? Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. I just want to get this off real quick.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck is that school always telling me? They always at IWC telling me Kenny Omega out about this, Kenny Omega out about that. My boy pro wrestler on fucking Stanford in there. He said Kenny Omega not a real nigga. He don't be putting in no fucking work. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas ain't know this shit. Y'all niggas, all y'all motherfuckers talk about Kenny Omega ain't no hitter. Kenny Omega ain't this. Kenny Omega ain't fake. Shut the fuck up. You don't live with that nigga. Y'all know he had a 7-star match with Okada in them at the fucking Tokyo Dome and shit. Nigga been a fucking ghost since I don't fucking know when. Since he hit that fucking one-way angel on AJ Styles. Stop playing with that nigga. Them elite niggas is savages out there. If I catch another nigga talking sweet about Kenny Omega, I'm beating their fucking ass. I'm not playing with them, these niggas no more. Y'all know them niggas be with Junior Akiyama and them.
Yo.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Can't believe you came up with that on the spot.
Not Jun Akiyama.
Yeah, man. What I was gonna say was,
I was thinking of a Japanese wrestler. I was like, what does Kenny know from back in the day, bro? Oh, he knows this nigga June.
Yeah.
You should have been Nakazawa.
yeah, the Kenny Omega Ospreay match. It was just like, it's like Chris mentioned when he was talking about it, man. It's like you went into the match and people had kind of like different expectations. Like, was it going to be like super moves, spot heavy, or was it going to be like this, or was it going to be like that, or was it going to be more like your classic New Japan main event sort of thing? And one thing I thought they definitely done was like Kenny Omega definitely likes to get creative, you know, and that definitely it's just Kenny Omega in Japan, bro. He's just like in his element. He just feels so special. Like we was talking about it before we went live. Like he genuinely like felt like a god in there, and it's not even to like take away from the way that AEW present him or anything. I don't think like, you know, like, obviously like AEW, like, you know, we're comparing like Wrestle Kingdom presentation at the minute, so it's like it's completely unfair, you know. But even still, like AEW don't do like a horrible job with Kenny Omega or anything. It's just like when he's in New Japan, bro, in the Tokyo Dome, and he's getting his big entrance, genuinely feels like royalty.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. You got Mike Tyson and MGM Grand. You got George St. Pierre in the Bell Center. You got Michael Jordan, MSG, and you got fucking Tyson Smith in the Tokyo Dome. That's what's going on.
In fact, bro, it's real. It's a real thing to us. Like, as wrestling fans, that's a real thing, bro. Like it is, 100%. But yeah, they got creative. Go on, man. Go on.
Did you guys notice that he didn't have any eyebrows? Did Kenny always have no eyebrows, or was it just like during this match?
I don't know.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm positive that you're wrong. I feel like I would have noticed that.
Look up a picture and you tell me you didn't have.
I'm positive you're wrong, because I feel like niggas would have noticed that shit.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture, bro.
I feel bad. I feel bad for all these fatherless cucks that refuse to enjoy Kenny Omega because they think Jim Cornette's gonna fill the void in their lives that they're missing ever since their daddy walked out on their mom, bro. It's just not like, are you fucking stupid, bro? Like, this is one of the greatest to ever do it, and you want to make these fucking these homophobic jokes and twinkle toes nonsense and shit while you jerk off the fucking Nick all this shit. Like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. So Kenny Omega's a real fucking wrestler.
It's some people might not like the you know, like it's like people back in the day like who didn't like Shawn Michaels because he was like too melodramatic and stuff. Yeah, and if you're not into that kind of wrestling, I guess I can attempt to kind of get it, you know, if you're not into like.
But what is that type of wrestling? Kenny has proven he could do any type of fucking wrestling, bro. Like, it's not a type of wrestling that Kenny has not done at this point.
And it's like with Kenny, he's so dynamic, so athletically gifted, so creative, so good at match layouts, so willing to take bumps and really like collaborate with who he's working with to get the best out of both. You know, he's just like his mind just works on a very special level, genuinely. Moné, in terms of match layouts and just putting together matches and just getting really creative and different, and especially with it, he's genuinely got one of the best minds ever. You could definitely argue, some people will say he's the best wrestler ever or whatever. I think when you look at his resume, it's kind of it's hard to put that next to some of the other people in that conversation, for example. Mainly because of just kind of a longevity thing, I guess. But if you're looking at their best, like Kenny Omega in prime condition, full fitness, at his peak with the right opponent, it's like, is there anyone better ever?
No,
I don't think so.
He's a freak, man. He's definitely in the conversation. Like prime for prime. Kenny Omega is absolutely one of the best I've ever seen anywhere. So
yeah, I was watching. I was on some throwback Puro page. I think it was Vintage Puro, and he posted a clip. Right, it was Kenny Omega in WWE the developmental. I forgot who was facing some shitter probably, and like I think it was Heath Slater. Yeah. One thing that Kenny used to really get, like, he still gets it now, but like people think he like over exasperates his movements and like he's too animated.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like the melodrama and
yeah,
people don't like that. Yeah, some people just don't. Some people genuinely just want like Dax, like, and that's it. Yeah, like,
or the
people just want a wrestling world full of like Dax Harwood and fucking I'm trying to think who's just like a big plain person. What can't I think of anyone? Omos or someone, This one. Yeah.
I don't know. People don't like people who stick out for some reason. And like in wrestling, I feel like sticking out is like the best thing you can do, especially like to, not everyone's gonna be a copy of a copy of a copy. Just regular wrestlers.
Manny. Oh no. All right, so Manny sent this picture of Kenny with the alleged no brows, and he very clearly has light blonde eyebrows. Like they're very clearly there, Manny. Like you don't even have to zoom in to see them.
Manny's got his phone on like 15% brightness.
Bro, like what is your brightness on right now?
It's a low.
Like, turn your brightness all the way up and then look again, Manny. He has eyebrows.
Going off what Chris said, it's like this is no disrespect to Lance Storm.
Bro, what?
It's like you can either be a Lance Storm in this business or you can be a Chris Jericho and stick out.
Hey man,
you can be a Lance Storm.
Hey, are we gonna talk about how that analogy low key makes it seem like Lance Storm was a better worker than Chris Jericho, and he really wasn't, bro. It's just some internet nerd shit they try to get off. Like, oh, if only you could talk, fucking 80-time world champion. No, bro, it's not true.
Lance Storm genuinely, like, obviously, he does wrestling's over live and shit, and he does his stuff with Brian Alvarez, and he's very much in the wrestling space, and he's online, and we can see him live tweet stuff and that. He seems like a really nice guy, bro. But I think the way people talk about him in ring is like crazy. Like
I don't think they've gone back and watched these matches, bro. Like I don't think they
talk about him like he was like Malenko or something. Yeah. Like he wasn't, bro. Like,
they make it seem like him and Malenko are like interchangeable.
He has good matches with Candido.
He had some good stuff in ECW and even in like Ring of Honor.
He was the second fiddle to Just Incredible, bro. What are we talking about here?
You gotta stop.
Yo, making Just Incredible look like a star because he's standing next to you was crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a long-time players though.
Yeah, like I said, not too like he wasn't bad or anything. It's just like, I think like the way people are, Lance Storm, it's like he was this technical, perfect 5-star wrestler and shit. It's like, like, he was okay, even when you watch the matches back, like he'll do like you can like he's technically sound and he's very tidy and smooth, but nothing that's gonna get you on your feet, bro.
Rob in the chat crying about this because he's a fucking Impact stan.
Hold up. Mason, I'm not gonna let you get that take off, man.
Thank you, bro.
What did you say?
That match with Ring of Honor Danielson for the title, that was not meant. That match fucking ruled, bro. I don't know. You gotta get your eyes checked or cleaned, bro. Go rewatch that match. That match.
Is that match awesome. In anybody's top 10?
Well, I mean, come on.
Is it even a top 10 Danielson match? Like,
I mean, Danielson's out here throwing a whole bunch of like bangers out there. I mean, it's like it's not a banger, but it's better.
Someone hit Rob with what's your top 10 Lance Storm moves?
Top 10 Lance Storm moves. I got you. Actually, I got you. Single leg Boston Crab. Yeah, super kick.
Nah, bro.
We are not getting into a Lance.
We're not doing this. We're not really doing it.
All right, Rob. The boss said you safe for now, so you safe, pussy. But you did not have 10. I know for a fact you did not have 10.
I know I have.
You haven't seen. So, Ayo, you ever seen any war matches with him? Him and Mysterio in war?
I haven't. The only war matches I've seen had Jericho, had
Tenryu?
Yeah. Tenryu, who else? There's probably one more. I don't remember. But that Tenryu and Jericho,
anyway,
I've seen their matches. Nobody else.
We're talking about Lance Storm on a Thursday.
In front of 150 people.
Yeah, bro, come on.
We're sorry for putting y'all through this. We're going to move on.
That's why y'all gotta send me some of y'all matches, even if you a shitter. I'll start discourse on the podcast every week about you. Give you that free promo.
Top 10 favorite JoJo matches.
Peach in the live chat saying we brought out Robbie in time. Well, now he's gone. We lost Robbie Impact.
We said we were changing the subject and Robbie Impact got out of here. He said, not on my watch.
Well, Impact's going on right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, he's back.
Oh, shit. Fucking Thursday Night Football.
Flow through some super chats real quick. I'll put these back on screen for Kenny Omega. Shout out Town Spurs, $5. Shout out Billy Baked Beans. I'd love to see a rematch at one of the UK shows. He deserves it. Bro, imagine that's when they do the rematch. Like, so to do the rematch in AEW, but they do it on the UK AEW show.
That'd be amazing.
That would be like,
that would be amazing.
Fucking insane, bro. Like,
give him 30 minutes.
Bro, give him 15. I'd fucking I'll take it. I'll take 10. I'll take a tight 10. Yeah.
Because if not Billy, then who? Motherfuckers talking about, we want to see Paige wrestle someone in the main event. Like, I get it, bro. Paige is a big star, but it's not Ospreay Omega. So no matter who she wrestles, like,
she don't need to main event.
She doesn't really. She really doesn't, bro.
Even if she's wrestling Jamie, bro, it's like
no, bro. That's not better than Omega Ospreay. And I would love that match too. But like, the only way Paige should wrestle the main event is if they could get Mercedes to be there.
You gotta remember. Look, Kenny's from Canada, On Air UK. So there you go. That's how you main event.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
bro. Honorary. For some reason, Americans conflate Canada and the UK, even though like the UK used to have.
I thought he was just referring to like UK wrestling fans fucking love Bret Hart.
Don't think I like.
And that's like a known thing. Like British fans love Bret Hart,
and the fake British fans too.
Don't y'all got like the same prime minister or something? Something like that.
Canada's low key under the Queen, bro.
Yeah. See, look right there. I don't know if it's true or not, but it says Canada is part of the British Commonwealth.
See, bro? See, they under the Queen.
So
the Queen is dead. Rest in peace, Lizzie. Yeah. They're under the King.
I'm not good with all that fucking shit, to be honest, bro.
Monty said my country's colonized so many places I can't even keep track.
Basically, that is literally basically what I just said, bro. Literally. Alfred Kunawa, $1.99.
Shout out to the big boss.
Kenny Omega, but we hear that. Bam, $5. The GOAT for many people, Danielson the Dragon, has said Kenny Omega is a one of one. Kenny Omega is the GOAT. Teddy is one of one, absolutely.
Fact. They never been a Kenny Omega before. There'll never be another one. Doesn't matter how many fucking
right who think Kenny Omega is like the greatest wrestler of all time, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's public knowledge, so I won't say who it is, but he thinks that.
Well, I think we've said it before on here, but
have we?
I mean, y'all see what Seth Rollins was trying to do in 2017, 2018. He said, "Nice moveset, bro." Nicked it.
Nicked it. I need that.
I said I nicked it.
One of the best. Look, man, one of the best wrestlers in AEW, Buddy Matthews, copies Kenny bar for bar, man.
I don't know if he's one of the best, bro. I don't know if he's one of the best, bro. This is an all-time roster, bro. Buddy Matthews, HGH up 30 pounds heavier. Buddy Matthews is not one of the best.
Look, man, I'm telling you, Buddy Matthews is top 10 right there with Kyle.
No, he's
telling
not.
you.
If he was top 10 up there with Kyle, then that pack match should have been a lot better than it was. And that was a good match, but hey, man, I don't think it was what people were expecting, really.
You gotta save some stuff for the rematch.
Yo, what's your favorite Buddy Matthews match? He's come back 30 pounds heavier. Nah, for real, cause maybe I need to rewatch this match and see what Manny's seen that I'm missing.
I'm just kidding. No, he's only had like 2 matches since he's come back.
That nigga got put a fucking timeout, bro.
He had that bad Okada match. He had that good pack match, and then
nobody gives a fuck about that Okada match. I forgot it even happened.
Bro, Okada didn't give a fuck about that match.
Nah, he really didn't.
And then he had those 3 great matches with the Death Triangle.
Did a good match.
I like Buddy Matthews a lot. Maybe not top 10 in the company like Manny said.
I like Buddy Matthews too.
I like him a lot, bro. But even like that Okada match, like it weren't even on him. It's just like Okada was.
Oh shit!
He was chilling, bro. You know.
Yeah, good.
He said it was his night off.
He was like, "Yeah, I'll give you a nice little 3 1/4." You know.
He had an okay match. I forgot what indie it was, but it's on YouTube. He had an okay match with Casey Navarro.
Cool. Oh, that was at that Philly show.
I'm not watching a Casey Navarro match, nigga.
Y'all like Casey Navarro?
I've not seen enough of him.
I have not watched a Casey Navarro match since the War of Attrition match.
Parker said that he's good, so
nah, bro. You let 3 niggas kick out of your finish in a row, you don't deserve to be in the business no more.
Parker is a Warrior Wrestling merchant.
Warrior's not a bad. You know, if you want to go to like a little live indie.
No. Warrior Wrestling's not a bad indie. I just think their booking's bad. The talent they bring in and the matches they put on.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Some of it
pretty
is
fucking good.
Quite questionable. Every now and again, you'll get a banger in there. Anyway, we got some more super chats.
Oh, I forgot to order my MAGA hat for January 6th.
That's crazy. That's a crazy. Keep that one to yourself, you know.
I'm weak. Hey man,
hey
man, Amazon might have same day shipping on one.
Let's go.
See if Amazon got same day shipping.
Genuine disappointment in his voice, bro. Man was like, "Fuck."
Chris, aren't you in Texas? I'm pretty sure you can find one anywhere.
Yeah, you could literally go to Walmart and find one.
I live in Houston. Houston's liberal as fuck. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Nigga, there's the racist parts of every city. There's the racist parts of New York.
Bro, 100%. Yeah. Everywhere in the world's got its, you know.
Yeah, bro. Every city in the world's got its racist parts.
Just check some truck stops. I'm pretty sure you can find one in there.
Yeah.
It is.
I was gonna do the face paint, but I'm not home, so I can't do the face paint.
We got a super chat from 6. We love 6. 6 is a great supporter. 199, appreciate it so much as always. Hearts to you all. Much love for the Wrestle Purist crew. Much love for you as well, 6. Appreciate you always. Hey
man, just to go back to the MAGA hats real fast, Chris. There are a lot of options for same day shipping on Amazon. I don't know if it's gonna be the same in Houston because you know in North. I'm in DC. That's like, I don't know, but like you go check, bro. There's a lot of options for same day shipping.
I almost got clickbaited. I clicked on the first MAGA hat on Amazon, and it's some liberal bullshit. It says major look, Black Lives Matter. And that's not what I'm looking for, buddy.
That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what
these fucking radical leftists with their false advertising. He needs to go to prison.
Get your own ideas.
We've got another big super chat. Mia Cross.
Shit. Mia,
massively appreciate Mia.
Thank
Mia,
you.
if you remember, she sent in the first $50 super chat to. Was it Unpurist?
Yeah, to Unpurist. We love you, Mia. We miss you.
Love you, Mia.
Appreciate it.
Big supporter has been for a while. Massively appreciate it.
Yeah, facts. Come back.
Yeah, come back. I'm gonna get this comment back up, but we have got a few more super chats. I want to fly through it. Danielson, Mavs fan 84 199. Danielson Omega rematch going to be nuts. 100%. Of course it is.
I can't wait.
Bro, come on, you know, absolute gods of this shit. Bam, $2 on Fury January 6th.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you all. Everyone gets a day off.
Let's get it. We're gonna play. We're gonna have a Jim Cornette's greatest moments highlight reel on stream.
We cook turkeys.
We're gonna have We're gonna have some Dutch Mantel on stream. You feel me? A little Le Champion celebration. A little bit of the bubbly. All that shit. I'm Purist tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, every Friday. Tap in. A little bit of the bubbly.
You know what we could have done if YouTube wasn't so hoish, bro? We could react to that debate between Jim Ross and I think it was on Raw. And it was like a very like political debate between Jim Ross and somebody else. But that shit was funny as fuck, yo.
Sounds real.
You fucking WWE gonna snipe us out the sky.
Yeah, bro.
Well, if it's on YouTube, you can use it. It's like fair game, I think.
No, well, you're supposed to be able to use it if you redistribute it for like community purposes. That's supposed to be fair use. But YouTube doesn't care. They're just gonna snipe.
What a lot of reactors do when they're reacting to like content, like real content, they'll like edit the video so they'll put it back.
They just don't use YouTube.
Yeah,
they just do it on Twitch and shit, bro.
But it's fucked up because they'll do it on Twitch, then they'll take the clip from Twitch and then upload it back to YouTube and then get 1 million views on that shit and not get copyrighted. It's fucked. Fuck YouTube, bro.
Bro, we'll probably get locked off for that. You know? Anyway, Harv, £2. I'm British and hate Brett. Fuck Punk FTR. Elite HBK better. Well, you know.
Talk that shit, Harv. And you know he's British. He's got the fucking £2, bro.
Two great.
Get Punk the fuck out of here. Get FTR the fuck out of here. Low key, I don't hate Brett, but HBK better. And you already know how I feel about the Elite.
Yeah, man. Young Dende, $10. Appreciate you, brother. Tony Khan is already Booker of the Year for 2023. Burying Jeff Jarrett and his fans insane. Booking Danielson versus Sue, Godlog. All he needs to do is saw Mercedes and crotch chop that fraud HGH. 6 days into the year, he's already planning it. He's already got his vote in.
Yo, speaking of which, where's the TK dunk tweet tonight? Where is he?
He's already tweeted and shit though, so. Like he's
bro, I don't know. He's letting me down right now. Let me go back to his page and make sure I ain't miss anything. But like, where's the dunk tweet?
Yeah, he's letting down his gimme. Oh, look at this. We got Jim Cornette, $4.99.
Fucking corny, you fat bitch. Cock.
I'm gonna follow the footsteps of my good friend Skip Bayless. Kenny Omega is an all-time great. Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Keep it, Kenny Omega.
Oh, fucking Skip put over LeBron. He's like, fuck it, man. I can't take this heat from that stupid-ass Devin Hamlin tweet that he put out. So he put over LeBron on air, try to take the attention away. Like, no, bro, it's still on your ass.
Yeah, that's it. Skip. You know, I'm not into like all that shit as much as you guys. Obviously, being the other side of the pond, but
right,
I'm well aware of Skip Bayless and his antics. You know, Skip's gonna skip, man.
Shit!
Was anyone surprised by that fucking?
Yo, Mox and Danielson versus Top Flight tomorrow.
But
yeah, it's cool. I guess.
Mox and Danielson. So instead of Mox and Claudio,
and then he called it BCC. So I guess because I was wondering yesterday, I was looking at his Tron. I was like, no mention of BCC. He's not wearing the merch right now and shit. Then he said the BCC are still pissed that Top Flight cost him $300,000 pot at the holiday bash, which is why tomorrow at TNT Drama 10 p.m. Eastern, you'll see Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson go to war versus Top Flight live on Friday night.
I think Danielson's the only one that doesn't wear the merch for some reason.
Because he's eco-friendly.
No, is he wearing like vegan T-shirts or something?
He doesn't really wear merch. He doesn't. He spoke about it in a podcast before. It was like because of
but it's not really merch.
If you ever really see him, right? If you ever really see him when he's not
wearing
it's
the materials and shit, you know what he's like.
Yeah, like,
bro. He's like
when he's not wearing gear, he's wearing like a plain white T-shirt.
Yeah.
They announced it. They announced that match on Dynamite. I do watch it high, bro.
Some hemp material T-shirts that he wears. Like,
man, that's insane. Imagine you go in Danielson's closet, you just a whole bunch of Hanes tees.
A whole bunch of white T-shirts.
So it is, bro. He's but yeah, another one from Jim Cornette. 199. Let me get in the pod tomorrow. Big AO, we're celebrating.
Corny. I don't think Purist is really your type of vibe, bro. If you want some 100% Jim Cornette like content, Mondays on Wrestle Purist Worldwide is the show for you. Where you see Montel, Manny, Joe. Jim Cornette slides right into that niche.
That's crazy.
He slides into the hangman spot.
Oh yeah, he slides perfectly right into the hangman spot, bro. He is white old hangman, which is basically just hangman.
You know what? I'll take him. I'll take him over hangman.
Instead of the Pearl backs, he just talks about Mid-South.
Back of hangman's a buried star now. You know what I mean? He's not good to us. Not good to us, bro. We just buried us, had a funeral for him. You know what I mean? And you all rejoiced. You don't.
Everybody was happy, bro.
Everybody rejoiced. You know.
It's like when they're trying to get heat on a heel, and the heel's like doing some fucked up shit to a baby face, and the crowd's just going crazy, saying one more time, one more time.
Where's Chris, man?
Nasty, bro.
Let me put this on my appreciation again.
That happened the other night when Alexa Bliss was beating the shit out of Bianca. They kept chanting, and she going, one more time, one more time.
In Nashville?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Nasty.
They're racist as fuck, bro. Yeah, so, I mean, of course they are. They keep fucking voting Kane as the fucking mayor of Knox County and shit.
That's still...
Yeah, that choke slam go crazy, though, sadly. Unfortunately.
That choke slam was Big Show better.
Big Show never. Big Show.
Kane did have a beast choke slam.
He did.
Yeah, he's Dallas Mavericks.
The one arm choke slam, and he would just call it like. Anyway, fuck Kane. Fuck his choke slam. What we're doing? Wrestle Kingdom. We spoke about Ospreay Omega. Unless anyone's got anything else to want to say about it. Mercedes Moné is what she's going to be called. Made her debut. So this was after Kairi and Tam Nakano had their IWGP Women's Title match. Kairi came out the winner. Obviously, Kairi saying who used to be in WWE, if you don't know already. And, as she was like celebrating her title win, lights all go off. Mercedes video package plays on the Titantron. She makes her big grand entrance. She's in like this really cool gear with a big, like massive, like tiara crown thing going on. She's got like this white and red Japanese colored sparkly robe on. Like she just looks like a huge star, and it just looks.
It was amazing.
Visually, it just looked amazing. She comes to the ring, confronts Kairi. Kairi raises a belt. Sasha, unfortunately, tries to hit her new finisher on Kairi, but Kairi gets the sell wrong, and kind of the timing's off and that with it, so it kind of looks a bit awkward. Sasha then cuts a promo, which, it was neither here or there, to be honest. A lot of people... I don't
understand why people are so down on Sasha's promos, bro.
Harsh on it, man.
I think she's a good promo.
Yeah, people be
like, people say she's bad. Some people act like they're being generous, saying that she's just okay. I think she's a good promo, bro. I don't understand the criticism she gets. Bianca Belair gets a lot of the same criticism, too. And she used to be a lot more robotic when she speaks than she is now. But she still gets that criticism. I just think they're not used to black women talking like black women and being okay with it, bro. Like, y'all just used to hearing people speak one way, I guess. And y'all don't get it. It's just not for y'all, man. It's just not for y'all.
I thought it was a promo of like, I don't want to say too hard because it was like a 30-second promo of that. It's like, the first thing she said, I think she just it took like a sentence or two of adjusting to the politeness and kind of clap crowd, if that makes sense. So she comes on the mic,
right,
and she's like, I know a thing or two about making history. And then she kind of does that look to the crowd, like, yeah, pop for me, sort of thing. And they don't do it. And it's like a weird, like, 2-second silence, which feels like an eternity. And then like she says something else, then there's like a shorter pause, and then she kind of just goes into a promo because like she's like, okay, these ain't gonna go back and forth with me, sort of thing. Because she can speak, if that makes sense. She's a confident speaker, and she can speak to live crowds and to go in there, and
because if you notice, like
it was fine, it was fine.
You could tell, like, because a lot of the people that come from WWE, and I think that's one of the things like they train is like when they train you to cut a promo, they'll train you to like say something for like 30 seconds and then pause and wait, and then you keep going. Oh shit.
Yeah, as I said, it was just you could definitely tell when she said that thing about making history, like she was waiting for the crowd to kind of like move or do something, and it just didn't come. It was a little bit of an awkward moment, but overall the promo was fine. She got a message across. She's going to be facing Corey at Battle in the Valley, Feb 18th, what we mentioned earlier, I think. Yeah, man, hopefully it'll be big business. Hopefully Mercedes can help blow up the women in Japan in obviously Stardom, the matches that she'll do for New Japan, big star. It's good stuff, man. There's not much to say about it because obviously we've already spoke about Mercedes. So, yeah, man, her gear and everything and the presentation, she looked amazing. So, it popped us. The timeline was going. The Sasha crew and Fed stand staying up to watch Wrestle Kingdom was like a funny thing on the timeline. Seeing those kind of like watching some of these people for the first time, and yeah, but that was kind of the main things I wanted to talk about for Wrestle Kingdom.
Shout out to the crew, man. As I'm on it, my original at was King AO, but I'm about to change it to King Crew. I'm officially the leader of the crew. My declaration of ownership over the crew was received overwhelmingly positively by my fellow crew members and moneymakers. So, if you want to get anything done in the crew, you want a position of power, just hit me up, email me. Rob checks my emails. He's fifth in command around here. So we got make something happen.
You get shit popping. Let's little super chat. Tommy Gun Blues, $4.99. Appreciate you. Mercedes going to be in LA with Big Dave, right? We were speaking about it earlier. I don't know if you caught us or not, but we're all around. Yeah, we're about 70% sure that she's gonna come into AEW. So we're kind of leaning that she's there, but also not convinced, So I don't know, man. But let's talk about Dynamite.
Like the fuse.
Like the fuse. New intro video, new stage set. It looked great. It was 8,000 people strong in Seattle. It was a really hot crowd. Yeah, man. It was a really good show. It was a really good show. Yeah, man, really great show. It opened up with Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho, arguably the hottest match of the night. It was really heated. Crowd was all into it, booing the shit out of Chris Jericho, firing up for Ricky Starks, and yeah, man, it was a good bit of business. Ricky Starks ended up getting the win with a spear. After multiple attempts at Chris Jericho trying to distract him with the JAS, cheating with the baseball bat Floyd, all kinds of shenanigans, but Starks got the win in the end, clean as a whistle. Yeah, man, big win for him. After the match, Ricky Starks was attacked by the rest of the JAS. Action Andretti attempts to make the save, but he gets outnumbered by the JAS. Then the JAS put Ricky Starks through a table. And yeah, man, obviously this looks like it's going to continue for the next few weeks or however long or months or however. But Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks, what did you guys think of the first match?
Bro, I love how they leaned into what the internet wanted to happen in that match. The internet wanted Chris Jericho to bury Ricky Starks so they could get on Twitter and cry and bitch and moan and all that shit. They did not want Ricky to beat Jericho clean, bro. They pretended like that's what they want. They want to cry about Jericho, bro. And they leaned into it. They give us mad false finishes that niggas bid on. And Ricky won clean at the end. And it was a good match. I think it was Ricky's best babyface performance to date. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I thought match.
It's like I always says. Every time Chris Jericho has a match on TV, he over-delivers. Chris Jericho never done me wrong. Chris Jericho never bad. Chris Jericho always great. Never done me wrong.
I thought as an old rookie hater, I thought the match was good. You know, Ricky when Ricky wrestles, he kind of wrestles kind of like soft, and I'm like, come on, bro, make it seem like you're actually there. So Jericho started lighting his ass up, and then Ricky started to light. Huh?
I don't know, bro. I kind of think that soft statement fits, bro. Now that I think about it.
No, I'm not even disagreeing. I just mean, like, what do you mean?
I feel
soft,
like in Ricky
strikes, or just like
other than the spear, which he really lays in, bro. I don't think his strikes, his throws or anything have a lot of impact.
Yeah, he just like you could tell he's working kind of like light, you know, like cause if you look at all the AEW main eventers and all that, they all wrestle stiff, they all wrestle hard. Like when after a match, you can tell like they had a match because they're all fucking red. Sometimes they're all busted open, and I don't think Ricky works that kind of style, but last night Jericho made him work that style, and he made him like work for everything. Because sometimes you can tell Jericho was no selling some of the chops or hit punches until he started actually. Like halfway through the match, you can tell Jericho's whole chest was red, so you can tell that. And then Ricky has to start doing that last ride shit, bro. You gotta do something cool besides an elbow drop. Yeah, you have all these other wrestlers, like you have Nick and Phoenix doing twirly moves, and you have Archer doing a moonsault. You gotta do something cool, you know.
I think that was Ricky's first moonsault. He's been teasing it for a while, but he attempted to do a moonsault last night, and I saw why he doesn't regularly do moonsaults.
No, I was talking about when he does the last walk. Like
I know what you mean. I mean, like, I see why he doesn't do no like flips or anything like that. Like, that moonsault wasn't great.
I don't know who that second nigga was. We was talking that shit. That match was fucking dope last night. You niggas, see, bro. Hey, you know who most?
That was your uncle, Rob?
No, that wasn't my uncle. Okay. I don't know who that was. But y'all, did the quarters come out? I need to see something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you don't even.
I don't want to talk about those ratings. I don't want to talk about those ratings.
Hey, look, man. People
it's all good though. Vince is coming back. Vince is coming back. The fuck is so funny, Monty?
No, it
was. What are you laughing at?
Yeah, bro, I don't know, bro. It's just you timing, or I don't know the way. I want to talk about it. Man.
You want to know what's nasty?
Don't talk about it. Like.
So we're celebrating Vince coming back, right? And this nigga Hangman
just fucking sends us a fucking a tweet of Thurston tweet and shit. Like, first of all, nigga, aren't you off Twitter, bro? How'd you find this tweet, pussy?
Yes.
How'd you find this tweet?
Now he listened to the tweet. He was just we going crazy. He's just like 876K, 26 live. I was like, fuck you, pussy.
That's nasty, bro.
So nasty. Yo, and every time like Vince coming back news drops, Hangman's like in straight denial mode, bro. Like he's just lying to himself. Like I told him from jump, Vince can fire the board if he wants to, bro. No one can stop him. Hangman was not having it. He didn't want to fucking hear it, and now look what's happening. He's firing 3 niggas on the board off rip. More people are probably gonna get fired.
He was like, he can't fire the whole board, and AO was
yes, he can, my nigga.
Yes, he can.
Well, AO, explain that thing you were talking about earlier. When people were getting excited about the non-compete things.
Oh yeah, so like WWE non-competes, they're not actual like non-competes. A non-compete is like.
So for people, something came out earlier where there's a chance that non-competes in general in like the workplace won't be allowed or something like that. So obviously a lot of wrestling fans found that like news and were quote tweeting it, obviously referring about WWE and even AEW, you know what I mean? No competes in wrestling obviously would be great for the fans, but you know, go ahead, Ale.
So like actual non-competes in wrestling are very rare, right? That's what they wanted to give Brock Lesnar. The WWE wanted to give Brock Lesnar, right? For like 5 years. And Brock Lesnar sued him, and the judge wiped his ass with that fucking non-compete. WWE does not do actual non-competes, right? They give you a 90-day notice of termination. So you're still employed. You're still receiving a paycheck. Nothing's changed other than there's a timer on your contract, and you're getting paid to sit home instead of getting paid to sit in catering. So, like, if this goes through and non-competes are banned, WWE is still gonna have able to do the 90 days of you sitting home. Like nothing's gonna change on that regard. It's gonna be shit more like where you hear like CM Punk, if he gets bought out of his contract, he's still gonna have a 2-year non-compete. Shit like that would be ended. You know what I mean? But getting paid to stay home is not an actual non-compete. You're still employed. You're just running out your contract.
Yeah, like in most normal cases, to get paid for 3 months after you've been like, and not have to work for it would be like cool, you know. Yeah. But like in WWE or any other wrestling thing, obviously it's gonna kill your momentum and hype. You know what I mean? Unless you're someone the caliber of
star,
like a Sasha Banks, where it's like if you don't wrestle for 6 months, or even Bray Wyatt, bro. Like the guy didn't wrestle for like, but he still hasn't wrestled. You know what I mean? But
he did wrestle. He broke his finger. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Shoot the ball, bro.
Yeah, he wrestled on that house show.
Where's the footage of that house show match? Y'all get footage of motherfuckers ripping beach balls and shit. It's on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna watch it, bro.
Our friend Joe fucking does that shit, bro. Like you'll find like old house show matches of like fucking Cesaro versus fucking.
Right, don't make Unpure Live react to that match. Don't make us do it, bro. If it's on YouTube,
bro, it's 100% just some shitty squash. You know,
let's do it. Okay.
Super chat here from Willie J, $2. Thoughts on Oleg Butlin? Best 3-minute draw I've ever seen. I think he's actually good, man. He looks good. He actually looks like he's got something there. Like he's he can hit
somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Move.
I mean, like. What did he do before wrestling? Like, was he like?
He was a shooter.
He was a shoot wrestler.
He's an amateur wrestler. Yeah.
He looks cool, bro. New Japan needs more fucking big ass guys.
He actually looks like athlete. You know, like when you get these new big guys who are learning to wrestle and they look all like awkward and like they're running in sand and shit all the time. You know.
Whoa. What happened to the Creed brothers?
They cooked.
Are they cooked?
Yeah. The who?
What happened to who?
The Creed brothers.
The Creed
brothers are not cooked.
No, the Creed brothers are doing good.
I don't see the hype that I used to see about them when they were with Stokely.
Julius just beat JD McDonough in the singles. So
go for him.
Yeah, they really like Julius. So that came out like years ago.
That's the skinny one, right?
Yeah, the skinnier taller one, the thinner. Because neither of them are skinny. They're both fucking.
Yeah, no, one's swole, one's swollen with a.
One of them's like short and dense. One of them's like
Brutus.
Brutus is good. I like Brutus. I actually do like Brutus. I like him as a tag team, but Julius
the only matches I've seen them in, they were with like some real fucking with some real wrestlers and shit. So I don't really have an opinion on them like that. What I've seen is good, but they were in there with fucking hoopers.
Yeah, they're just kind of, you know what I mean? They're just niggas that wear singlets and fucking throw people around. Yeah, like it's very like Steiner-esque. Like they're not like amazing like actual wrestlers. They just kind of throw people about and they're kind of hype and you know what I mean? They can do like shit that makes you want to like, you know, pump your fist sort of thing. But they're just like, I don't know, man. I like the Creeds. I think they could literally just go onto the main roster tomorrow, like genuinely. Not that like they're so good that they have to be. It's just that because of what they are, like they don't need to be like amazing.
Give them Gable Steve. If Gable Stevenson wasn't a creepy ass, you know what he did. If he was normal, I would say him in the Creeds would be a dope trios.
His brother is
His brother's good, bro.
Oh yeah, his brother's Diamond Mine. I forgot.
No, he was.
He's not in there no more.
He turned on him.
I like the dynamic he had with Roddy from what I've seen.
Him and Drew Gulak, and I think Regal's son are about to start a group. So
how does that look?
Oh, the point.
Yeah,
it's gonna be called Florida Gun.
Not if Vince comes back.
I don't even know the last time I seen Drew Gulak wrestle.
Not when Vince comes back and puts Bruce back in charge of NXT.
Oh my god!
The
Creeds are gonna be wearing fucking tiaras and shit.
Yeah, let's talk about Dynamite. Let's talk about
Dynamite.
Let's get this Dynamite.
Fuck NXT.
We're talking about Creed brothers. Next up, after the Ricky Jericho match, was Hangman Adam Page promo. He comes down, he cuts a promo. Mox then comes down, cuts a promo. Well, tries to cut a promo, but his mic keeps cutting off and shit. pop me huge, but he did drop a couple of F-bombs on TV, which isn't, you know. When shit like that happened, I can just like I always like picture like Tony and fucking Gorilla or whatever you want to call it in AEW, like fuck, like you know, he's just like Mox, man, fuck's sake, what are you doing?
he has his checkbook right in front of him, and he just keeps writing.
Yeah. Do you think TK has ever in his life been like, "Hey, Mox, you know you can't be doing that, man"?
No.
Nah, bro. Of course.
Probably not. Like jokingly, as in, "Ha ha, you did it again, huh, Mox? Ha ha, cost me a little bit of money, ha ha." Those finger points are so nasty, bro. Because I can see TK doing this.
That's Moxley.
Oh my god, bro.
But yeah, man.
It must be nice to be the fucking man.
For real. It's like the thing with Roma, man. It's like he can just do what he wants. He can just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not putting him over," you know. But yeah, Mox and Hangman, they kind of went back and forth the same way that they have the past few weeks. Obviously, they didn't brawl this week because, you know, there's the whole thing with Hangman wanting to get cleared and he can't have any contact towards he might not get cleared for the match in LA next week. Hangman's still technically not cleared, but, you know, the match is apparently scheduled for next week if Hangman gets cleared. Yeah, man. He said, you want to know, I think with his story, Dave Meltzer was kind of like, he wasn't burying it, but he was just kind of like pointing out some issues, like some just kind of logical issues with the feud. And the feud definitely does have like its holes in it, but it hasn't mattered because it's Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page, and people just want to see them wrestle again. Do you know what I mean? So the crowd's been high. The crowd's been into all the angles, all the brawls, all that sort of stuff. So, like, yeah, for all its holes and for all its warts and everything else, you know what I mean? It's not the perfect storyline or feud, but, you know, we've got here the matches next week. People are excited for it, so fuck it, you know?
What did I don't know. To me, they've knocked this out of the fucking park. I like this a lot. Yeah. I like this feud a lot. It's always been a highlight of Dynamite. I love what Adam Page is doing on the mic. He's talking his shit, saying he's gonna fuck niggas up. That's the Adam Page I like to see. The emotional Adam Page is cool too, but that can't be his main character trait. That he's a sad boy and shit. When he's really a fucking badass, bro. He's supposed to be a fucking executioner. That's why he's the hangman.
For real.
He needs to bring the noose back.
Yo, imagine him fucking swinging a noose around on fucking cable television, bro. That'd be so fire.
In 2023, bro.
That would be so fire, just swinging the fucking noose around.
He doesn't even have to bring a noose back. Just bring the rope.
Just the rope, bro. Just put the rope back around your neck. Right. Towards the later years at Ring of Honor, he didn't have a noose. He just had a rope around him. Just do that. The rope, the bandana. That's my favorite hangman look.
Yeah, I need to bring back the trunks and the bandana.
I like the pants.
I like the bandana.
I like the pants.
You need to bring back the shooting star headbutt.
Look, man, Hangman. All I'm gonna tell Hangman is just keep your chin tucked in. Go out there and fucking brawl, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, listen. If you haven't liked the video already, someone liked the video. I'm sure we're on 99 likes if my calculations are correct.
I'm gonna like the video.
Someone liked the video. I want that 100 likes. That would make me happy. Anyway, so next up was a Samoa Joe cutting a promo on. He told us a story about the little dead boy Darby, and it was like a minute promo where he just like this storytelling thing, and it was just fucking beast. You know, he's the best wrestler ever. So take up him working on lately. He's Samoa Joe, man. He's the GOAT. He's the best wrestler I've ever seen. And he cut another great promo because that's just what he does. Next up, we had Jay Lethal and Double J, Jeff Jarrett versus The Acclaim for the World Tag Team titles. This was a good time, man. It was a lot of fun. They did the whole Dusty finish swirl.
Whoa. Martel, apologize.
For what?
You and Charlie sat on this podcast with me and Chris and told us that you was not trying to see this program. It'd be the shit. Jeff Jarrett and fucking Jay Lethal beating the tag title program is not good business. You said you don't want to see that all. A 4-week program is not okay. You said all that shit. Apologize.
I didn't say the match was going to be the shit, but I pretty much said everything else, and I pretty much stand by everything else.
Fuck that, nigga. Fuck that.
I need people to back to study Jeff Jarrett, man. He's a work of art.
Real fucking wrestler, man.
The way he sells, the way he's out there getting heat. And I also want to give a shout out to Max Caster, bro. He fucking did the ankle lock and stared at Jeff Jarrett.
Art, bro. Art.
Bro.
Art.
This is a good tone, man.
If you're not gonna wrestle like the Bucks and Lucha Bros, this is how you're supposed to wrestle. This is real wrestling,
bro. Karen Jarrett, like, why did she choose now of all times to just randomly snap, bro? People have been talking about this shit for over a decade at this point. Like,
right.
I think she has thicker skin by now, but you know, it made the match more heated.
I love you, Karen.
You are fine.
The match was a good time. I didn't ever think the match itself was going to be like bad or anything. It's just that, like, I think when you're trying to build a prestigious tag title, you know, Jay Lethal and Double J, whilst in the moment you'll enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. It's probably like long term. If you're trying to like build tag titles, it's probably not the route, you know. But like I said, last night was a good time. They did the dusty finish where you know, Jay Lethal pinned Bowens. Obviously, Bowens got his foot on the rope, but Sanjay Dutt pushed it off, and the referee didn't see it. And you know, the bell rang and shit. Bell rang. The ref was giving they had the titles in the hands and everything. Aubrey comes to the ring, hometown hero, restarts the match, tells the referee what went down, etc., etc. The match then goes another match. Actually, I thought the match was only going to go like 2 minutes after this, but it actually went like more like 5, probably more. Yeah, man, it was a good time. The Acclaimed ended up winning in the end. Obviously, Double J and Jay Lethal aren't happy. They thought they were world champs. They're not. Yeah, man, it's a good time. It was a good time.
Monty. When it comes to AEW television, whose world is it, Monty? Whose world is it?
You got the music.
Whose world is it, Monty?
Hit the music, bro. Hit the music. Oh, that's a bit loud. That's a bit loud, bro. You got you.
My fault, gang. It's on my phone.
Trying to blow my eardrums out and shit. Right, but boom. Let's fly through this Dynamite show. Let's get to more of the good bits. Okay, so Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, they cut a promo. This was kind of like your typical sit-down promo. The only noteworthy thing mainly from this is where Britt Baker said that she was the boss. Make sure she emphasized it. She even winked after she said it.
Hey, man, the last time Britt Baker was winking was when she kept doing Adam Cole's moves. Y'all see what happened? That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was that. Then there was Jungle Boy and Hook promo, which, you know, it's just a pop seeing them together.
Bro, they look good next to each other, bro.
Yeah, it's just a pop, man. Obviously, there's not really too much to say about it, to be honest, but it's just, you know, pop, Hook, Jungle Boy, pop, you know.
Sidebar, Will Ospreay said that he wants Hook in the United Empire.
Oh, you want him in the... I thought you meant he wanted Hook to wrestle.
I don't know about that fit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, whatever. It's like, how would it even work, bro? Like, it's not like they're always good. I don't know. Whatever. Shout out Hook.
Imagine Hook throwing up the crown on Dynamite, bro.
Yeah. no, I'm not feeling it like that. Anyway, Daniel. Jeez, I nearly said it. Bryan Danielson versus Tony Nese. You know, for what it was, this was fine. It was just a quick kind of like showcase match for Bryan. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a full-on squash. Tony Nese did get some offense in, especially at the start. They tried to do like the fast start thing where Tony Nese like takes out Danielson, hits one of his like signature moves, finishers like straight away, and goes to pin him. But like the crowd just never bought it, man. The crowd just never thought like Tony Nese was going to fin Bryan Danielson. They never really bit on the near fall. But yeah, Brian made short work of Tony Nese. Then he said that he was feeling froggy. Said that he's feeling still ready to wrestle. Called out MJF. MJF comes to the top of the ramp, does his MJF shtick, his typical kind of like puns and shit that he does. And basically, they kind of went back and forth. Brian, this is where MJF said his lines about Disco Inferno and Jim Cornette, and they're the people that appreciate him and they know wrestling, unlike these marks, and he was doing that kind of shit. And basically, what we're getting is, what are they doing? They're doing Bryan Danielson has to win every week between now and Feb. No, it's like Feb something.
February 8th.
Yeah, he's got to win every week for the next few weeks, and if he wins,
that's a month for 4 matches.
Yeah, if he wins, then he gets to pick the stipulation for the match at Revolution with MJF for the title. Danielson picked his stipulation early. They're going to do a 60-minute Iron Man match.
Yeah.
That's obviously if Danielson will win his next 3, 4, 5 matches, however many it is. So, yeah, that's what we're getting. It looks like we're going to get Danielson in some really cool matches for the next 4 weeks or so. One of them has already been announced. He's facing Takeshita next Wednesday, which is like fucking pornography, I
have a question for y'all. What is more likely, that MJF surprises everyone with this 60-minute Iron Man match, like surprises people with his performance, or he lets people down with the performance?
Pleasantly surprises. He's got a good wrestling brain, bro. To be honest, it's just
I gotta say,
I'm not worried about his brain or really his skill at all. Has MJF ever proven to have this kind of cardio? And he's gained weight. Like, he's gained muscle, and we know you're on that sauce, bro. We know you're on that shit, MJF. Hope you're on some shit to help your respiratory.
I just want to say, MJF, I was willing to give. I think he's, a good talent, but man, he's already had 2 stinker segments for me, bro, in his title. I hated this segment, and it wasn't because of Brian, bro. It's just MJF. It's like his gimmick now is, I'm gonna say all the shit that you say I say because you're gonna hate it, bro. And it's just like, bro, it's just not original anymore, bro. It's like, I'm gonna say Jim Cornette and Disco and all these people who the AEW fans hate or whatever, and then I'm gonna make a nigga fight every fucking week. It's like, bro, it's the same thing, bro. I don't get when people say
the MJF gauntlet shit is getting corny to me, and I'm tired of it. And I complained about that shit in the chat. But when he said Disco and when he said Cornette, I popped both times, bro. I thought that shit was funny for some reason. And I'm a nigga who's tired of MJF's stick too. Like, I'm tired of that shit, but I found this one funny.
The Cornette thing was go on.
Man, I can't stand some MJF sometimes, man. I just feel like I say it all the time, like on Late Night Grandma. He just waffles out there, bro. It's like
I don't
need you doing open mic night, bro. I need you to go in there, get your shit in, and get your shit out, bro. I mean, you shouldn't be taking 10 minutes and waiting for the crowd to get their shit in out you, bro. Just hurry up and talk, get out, so we can go on with the next segment and stuff. Because I don't know, I just feel like it drags.
Yeah, the thing is as well, like within that segment is kind of exactly what you was asking for as well, man. It's just that, like, it was so dragged out. It's like if MJF and Danielson had a back and forth, which just quickly established that, like, there was a conflict. Bryan Danielson wants him now. MJF isn't gonna, like, they've done the bit where MJF like goes to run away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have just like skipped straight to that part, like genuinely. And then, MJF gives him the offer of, the 5 matches and you can pick your stipulation, and Brian accepts it. And it's like, we don't need the first bit when MJF comes out and he's like, hey, you're ugly, you look like a goat, and these marks in the crowd. And you know what I mean?
Sports team bad.
Yeah.
No,
so,
no,
to be fair, with what AO said, sorry, buddy, but with what AO said about the Cornette thing and the disco, the disco thing, like, that kind of popped, man. But like, I don't know, like the Cornette, but when he said Cornette and the crowd just completely, like, they booed the shit out of it. But the cameraman went to cut to the crowd, and he cuts to a fan who was
fan thrown up like what? He's like, yeah. And I don't know, when I saw that, I genuinely didn't know if he was doing that because he's a Cornette dick rider or he was doing that because he knew the camera was in his face and recording. But it could legitimately be either one. But the fact that it happened anyway is hilarious.
Bro was like, yeah, bro was going crazy at the camera, you know.
And before niggas call me a hypocrite for hating on FTR, for dick riding Cornette and popping for MJF, shouting him out on show. The difference is MJF might fucking love Jim Cornette in real life. He might fucking love him, but he did that last night specifically to be a bad guy and to get
wink wink
and to be wink wink like for entertainment purposes. That's why I popped because it was funny. So, FTR are really trying to put him over. They're really dick riding him. They're really glazing that nigga up and shit. So like, it's not the same, bro. It's not.
It's like Dax Harwood is saying, Jim Cornette has done so much in the business that so what? He does thumbnails of the Japanese wrestlers and stereotypical,
get that shit on my face.
Like, so what? And it's like it's this weird. MJF
also, Cash, stop liking my tweets, nigga. Before I sue you.
So
for intentional infliction of emotional distress.
I think Cash actually like gets it.
He definitely gets the fucking. I mean, it's not a stick. It's a shoot.
The one thing I want to say about MJF is, I get people talk about him like he's super smart and all that. Like his wrestling brain is next level, but bro, he goes out there, cuts the same shitty ass promos. He goes out there, has the same kind of match endings where he always cheats the same way. He always goes out there and has the same match tips. I'm like, how smart is this guy really? If he's just out there,
he just gets it, man. He just gets it.
I mean, I guess.
They always say he just gets it about the guys who just like emulate shit from the past. Like, all right, bro, like we get it. You like Flair a lot. You like Roddy. You like Piper a lot. We get it, bro.
With MJF as well, it's like he's very much like he gets it or whatever. It's like he knows it works. He goes to his world that works, and it's like it's not like his segments don't get over. So it's like we get here and we can pick them apart and be like, yeah, I want to see that. I roll my eyes when he says this, and that. But it's like the crowd always boos the shit out of him. Yeah. The matches are always heated. So it's like in his head, it's like
it's crazy, bro. We're just out of touch internet marks. That's fucking wild.
MJF is MJF isn't like creative. Do you know what I mean? Like if you compare him, for example, to like a mind like Kenny Omega. Like Kenny Omega's like crazy, like creative and like daring and risky, and he isn't. Do you know what I mean? MJF isn't.
Like whether you love Kenny or you fucking hate him, you got to admit like he's willing to try a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah,
it would have been easy as fuck for Kenny to start AEW, throw on some sunglasses, throw on a fucking jacket, whack people with a fucking broom and shit, and call himself the cleaner. And he didn't do that. Didn't do it at all. So
he's just a great mod. Like I said, MJF, he's not. I don't think he's like, even though he gets it, he's not. I don't think he's like the most creative and daring and risk-taking type wrestler. But yeah, we don't want to do this MJF thing because it feels like we do it every other week now. Where it's like he comes out and he does like the MJF shtick.
Yeah, then we get our same MJF takes off and shit.
We got a year over this, so fucking. Anyway,
you really think it's gonna hit a year?
I think it's gonna be long.
Me too, unfortunately.
Next up though, this will perk as record. Swerve versus AR Fox. This was beast. This was a great match.
Even Monty, the Swerve hater, couldn't even do his bit, bro. He couldn't even do his stupid little Swerve hater bit.
Bro, because I'm objective, impartial, and fair. Host.
You're not any of those things. But all right,
these guys are.
Oh wait, go ahead, man.
Whoa. Man, these guys, like, I want to say Swerve and AR Fox, I think they only wrestled that one time in Lucha Underground 10 years ago. But the way that these two guys move, they move unlike anybody else.
Bro, they've had a bunch of matches together.
Oh, we found out who the person Sean was talking about is from New Japan.
Is it really Hikuleo?
It's really Hikuleo.
That's nasty. Yeah. What are they talking about? He signed?
I don't know. He's probably gonna lose to Jay though.
Oh, I find that really weird. So obviously, New Year Dash show, New Japan. That's the show where Kenny Omega and Okada teamed. Or Jay White done that promo and he done the he challenges Hikuleo to a loser leaves town match. And I was seeing on my timeline and even in like a couple of group chats and stuff, like people were convinced that Jay White was going to lose this match, and I was like, why? No, bro, no one could tell me like a real
literally in Discord, right? Hangman was fear mongering the entire fucking main event, bro. I had to deafen means like turn off everybody's like noise and shit so I could just hear the show. Like, Regal's in the dome. Regal really likes Jay. It's like, bro, this nigga signed a 5-year deal in like 2019 or 2018 or whatever. He's not going to fucking WWE, my nigga. He's here to stay, bro. Like,
yeah. I can't like if they thought it was realistic and possible, like WWE absolutely would want Jay White. You know what I mean? Triple H would fucking love him. I think
everybody would want Jay White if he was available.
No, I found it. I just looked. I found it very weird that like he challenged Hikuleo to a loser leaves town match, and people thought he was going to like lose to Hikuleo. Like that would be how New Japan would write him off. Like Hikuleo,
as much as Hikuleo fucking stinks, right? Like, I think he's right in wanting to go to WWE because he's still basically a young lion doing excursions right now, bro. Like, he's like New Japan. Like, they know he's pretty fucking bad, son. Like, so you might as well just go to Orlando, see if they're going to let him be Omos or whatever. How old is this nigga? And he's 31 already. Time's ticking, bro. He's got to get a better than. You know what Okada was doing by the time he was 31?
Main event is third Wrestle Kingdom.
But yeah, man. Swerve versus AR Fox. This was, Doc said, this was beast. It was the crowd was into it, especially like it was such like Manny was saying as well. Like they got such good chemistry and they both move in such like weird, unique ways and shit. So it really meshes really well. There was that insane apron spot which led up to the finish. Obviously this popped a lot of people. It was like kind of like an if you know you know kind of thing. From the Lucha Underground days when it was Killshot, who was Swerve back then. Obviously, they referenced that a few times in AEW now. But, what was AR Fox called? Dante Fox. AR Fox was called Dante Fox in Lucha Underground.
In Lucha Underground canon, Dante and Swerve / Killshot are war veterans, and they were war buddies. And Swerve left Dante to die or some shit.
Stolen valor.
Like a real nigga, bro. If it's me or you, bro, it's gonna be me. I'm getting home.
Yeah, man. This was good shit. I don't know if you guys want to add anything. It's hard to add anything too much to it. I think other than like this was good shit.
Hey, man, respect Swerve.
I'm just glad.
Respect our next TNT champion.
I want to bring attention to one spot. It was when they're on the ropes. And then AR Fox just sweeps his feet with both his legs. I've never seen anybody do that before. That's why I'm bringing attention to that spot.
Yeah, they do a lot of shit like that. Like even the spot where they did the the whole like talk spot. You know what I mean? Like the viral spot where they do like AR Fox flips off the apron. I mean, like Swerve, like, but like he went hands first. Do you know what I mean? Like. Yeah, like I said, they both do pretty like unique shit, weird way of movement. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, this was good shit. Next up was Tony Saraya Shida sit down promo, which obviously was a big talking point because, like I said, everyone was kind of expecting a big Mercedes hint or Saraya to just straight up reveal that her partner's going to be Mercedes. Instead, we had a sit down promo when. Saraya kind of went on this tangent about how like the AEW women's division has the best matches, the best women, the best wrestlers, blah, 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 blah. And she sat next to the best women's wrestler in the world right now. And obviously she's got Shida there, she's got Toni Storm there. And she just turns to Toni Storm and she's just like, yeah, you're going to be my partner. Do you know what I mean? And Shida just kind of looks a bit confused and kind of offended, etc., etc. So yeah, like I said, Saraya announced Tony Storm's going to be a partner next week. She'd kind of looked a bit confused by it, and that was the segment. So yeah, as it stands, Tony Storm is Saraya's partner for the Britt Baker Jamie Hayter match. So
I just hope it's Mercedes. Because if not, TK, what was you cooking, my nigga?
Yo,
and why? And why was you cooking?
Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. We'll see what happens, bro. It could be as simple as Sheeda just doing a big turn and she takes out Tony and Saraya needs a partner and who could it be? And the lights go off and it's Moné, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But a technique, I guess, officially it's not Mercedes at the moment. So next up was the FTR funeral by the Gun Brothers. The Gun Brothers came out and
shout out the Young Goats.
Yeah, the Gun Brothers just came out, held a funeral for FTR. Obviously, FTR have recently lost all the belts that they once had not too long ago. They lost to the Guns. You know, if they're doing this kind of downward spiral arc for FTR at the moment. So, you know, the Guns are getting their heat in. It was quite funny at points. You got good heat. Yeah, man. It was very WWE-esque style segment, but for the Guns, they seem very at home in that kind of segment, you know.
Unfortunately, bro, the gun club is growing on me, son.
They're good performers.
I hated them at first, you know, bro. They're growing on me at this point. I'm still very. I don't want to see them wrestle.
FTR
I'm not trying to see them wrestle, bro, but like, they're entertaining, bro. They're popping me, son. It's funny.
Yeah,
I can't believe myself.
You coming around on the Guns just because of shitting on FTR is
No, because I came around on them when they were with the Acclaimed, and I was like, no, they're just Max Cassidy and Anthony Bowen's merchants, and this Scissor Me Daddy ass shit is over too. But like, this is 2 programs in a row where I'm enjoying the Gun Club, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe I just gotta give them their fucking credit at this point. Still not trying to see him wrestle, but
I'm still. I like Austin. I don't think much of Colton. That's still where I'm at with the Guns. In-ring and promos. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Austin is the smaller one. Colton is the leaner, taller one.
I'm gonna go into their next match with. I'm going to my next match into their next match with optimism. I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm not gonna be down on it.
I like the FTR, genuinely. I like the FTR, man. They were trying to achieve, they pulled it off perfectly. So.
Obviously, I'm not a big FTR fan at all, but like, I genuinely did not think much of that match at all. Like, I genuinely did not. Like, when FTR has a good match, like, I'll say it sucks for the bits and shit, but like, obviously, like the Briscoes matches, they were good. I don't think a lot about the second one, but 1 and 3 were really good. I really thought that Gun Club match fucking sucked, bro. Like, I thought it was terrible.
Owned. Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out the Guns. They're doing some entertaining shit right now. Is that you, Ayo?
Yeah. I'm trying to run a business over here.
Yeah, a few super chats real quick. Phantom, my total reign is going to be long and boring. That was when we were talking about MJF.
Nasty.
Showtown Spurs. Appreciate you, by the way, Phantom. Showtown Spurs, $5. MJF really didn't think through what happens to this bidding war if his reign flops.
No, for real.
Yeah, they could get very long for him. Bam, $5. Appreciate you, brother. Danielson loses the Iron Man match because he got a DQ in the last second because he beats up Max so much. Oh, hate it. Sheeda with Mercedes as a team. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're cooking. Obviously, talking about the finish for the Revolution pay-per-view, yeah. I have no idea where they're going with that. I'd assume Max wins. You know what I mean? Obviously, but
sadly,
does Max get another stable?
No,
bro, they can't do it again.
He technically has 2, bro. He shouldn't have another.
He would be so nasty if they did it again, bro. It's kind of weird him being out there by himself, bro. Like, he's supposed to be a heel, like.
You should. I wouldn't mind you if he was just with Big Bill.
That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, just get him a heater,
just
one heater.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need a whole stable.
Or just Big Bill and Stoke.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, him and Stoke got that connection.
Yeah, apparently they've got really great chemistry and obviously the real life friends and stuff like that. It's like MJF doesn't need a mouthpiece, but Stokely's so different to what MJF style of promo is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It gives him a different layer. I think if they would have pulled the trigger on turning MJF face at Full Gear, then I think putting him with Stokely would have been like fucking perfect. You know what I mean? But you know, obviously we're doing the whole Reign of Terror thing, so it is what it is. Anyway, I appreciate you, Bam, as always. Breewoo199, appreciate you as well. Telling me to apologise, which I did not do because I'm a man with principles. Phantom, £2, appreciate you. So I didn't even know Sheeda's name. Yeah, I know, it was very spiteful. Sheeda was very offended, and she's probably going to kick the shit out of Saraya next week or on Friday, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. Okay. Sky Blue and Kiera Hogan versus Red and Jade. This was fine, you know. They carried on the Red Velvet Jade Cargill tension. Red Velvet jumped off the apron when Jade was reaching. No, Red Velvet jumped off the apron when Jade Cargill was reaching for a tag. It looks like they're splitting up, and the baddies is basically baddies is pretty much extinct now. You know what I mean? It's just Layla and Jade, isn't it? Because Kiera got kicked out. Mark Sterling's hardly ever with them, even though he's the one that gave Kiera her walking papers. And obviously Red Velvet's kind of ditching it as well. Stokely's not with them, you know. Looks like it's over. I don't know.
I was shocked how Jay beat Kiera. Because I haven't seen her beat anybody with a pump kick in a while, and I just feel like they just like whatever. They didn't even beat Sky Blue. They just like, we got to beat Kiera.
It felt kind of dismissive, you know.
Yeah, it was three losses in a row. It was on Elevation against Athena, then 2 straight losses on TV. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what it means for her, but I'm just like,
it might not mean a lot, bro. Somebody got to get pinned.
I think she can be. You know, I think she can be useful as a TV member of
I like Kiera. I like Kiera Hogan a lot.
Yeah, man, she's good, man.
And she put over my Baddies mixtape, so she's Raw WrestlePeer's family.
Yeah, she's, you know, we'll put her over, you know. But yeah, man, it looks like Jade and Red are gonna have another match. This will be their 3rd match now, obviously. Their 4th if you count the Shaq match as well. So, you know, obviously they've been in the ring together a lot, but there's a reason for it. Do you know what I mean? They have good matches, they have chemistry, they have a natural chemistry. So yeah, man, and obviously
Jade Cargill's first ever match together was the Shaq match.
Yeah,
Cody and Red versus Jade and Shaq.
Good time. That was a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, they're gonna wrestle again. You'd assume that Jade's just gonna win as she's on her way to being 50-0. I'd assume that Red Velvet's probably gonna be number 50. Which, you know.
Do you see this movement for Red to actually win? You see that on the timeline, Monty?
No.
I'm seeing it on the timeline, bro. What he's saying he's not having it. I like Red a lot, and I do think that she should have gold in AEW one day. I just don't know how you justify her beating Jade right now. I don't know how you justify that, bro.
It's tough, bro. Tough. It needs to be Stats the only one that.
Bro, Stats really the only one I see right now, bro. Like. Or I mean, I wouldn't really be mad at Rio or Sheeta either. I can't cap. But
no, it's either Statlander for me now or Willow.
I think
Willow's another good one, but she needs that's happening after Mania. She's got to get built up on TV.
Yeah, she needs to get built up, and I think she could still do a bit of tweaking. You know what I mean? She's still not. It's like with Jade, you can get away with it because it's Jade. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, you know, Willow's good, but you know, I think I like the Riho suggestion because it's such a like David and Goliath situation,
right?
You know, Shida kind of pops me, but it's more kind of the idea of Shida being the champion pops me more than Shida actually going head to head with Cargill and being the one that beats her. If that makes sense.
No, I know what you mean.
Right.
Like the idea of Shida having loads of TBS title matches, of course, pops me because she's fucking amazing. But Statlander just kind of. It is such a shame that her knee just turned into dust when it did.
It sucks, bro. I hope she comes back 100%.
Yeah, man.
I'm praying, bro.
Yeah, she's seen like because the crowd's authentically, like organically, really into her. She's a good worker. She doesn't match up perfectly physically, but she matches up in a way where Jade doesn't look like she would just kill her in one strike sort of thing.
Right. Someone that legitimately looks like they'd be able to defend themselves against Jade and shit.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. A Crow, $2. I love you, Big A.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $2.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, man. I don't. Unless Stat comes back soon, I don't know. Man. But main event time: Samoa Joe, the best wrestler of all time, TNT champion, king of television, versus Darby. I love this because
what a fucking match.
Yeah, it was kind of what you expect, bro. Samoa Joe beat the absolute dog shit out of fucking Darby. He done a senton on his knees at one point, which I thought was like fucking incredible, you know. And yeah, man, they delivered again. I don't think it was as thrilling and exciting as the sprint in the first match.
I like this one more.
But this was, I think as a match that was laid out, a main event title change to give Darby his moment and stuff, and something to fight up against and really get his comeback in, etc. I thought this was probably better, to be honest. This was great, man. I love this. Darby's the new TNT champion in his hometown. Great reaction. The crowd was great for it the whole time. What did you guys think?
I fucking loved it. Only downs. I like Darby a lot as a talent. I'm happy he's TNT champion again. But I just wanted more King of Television shit, bro. Joe was killing it. I hope he's not off TV for a minute after dropping the title. Like I hope he
won't be
around.
off TV long. He's the best wrestler of all time.
That's what I'm saying. And Ring of Honor's hopefully around the corner and shit. So
yeah. But, maybe they're just getting him ready for Ring of Honor TV. Yeah, because that's what.
Yeah, but I fucking loved it, bro. It was really good.
Look, Tony Khan fucking loves Samoa Joe. There's no way he's not going to be on TV. I don't even. Yeah. I think Tony Khan signed him to be on Ring of Honor, but then he realized he still got it.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, so he still got it. So I'm going to put him on AEW TV still. So I'm pretty sure we're still going to see him on there. The match ruled. Darby's an insane person.
Yes, bro.
I can't believe I shouldn't be shocked about some of the stuff he does, but I always am. And I actually thought for the first time Darby actually looked afraid of an opponent. Because there was times because he never runs away from anybody, but during that middle part of the match, he was actually running away from Samoa Joe. So I don't know. It was awesome.
Samoa Joe's so good at just kind of like slowly like pacing himself around the ring. Like he's so good at pacing himself and shit, bro.
That ladder spot was fucking crazy, and then for him to go on and do that stair spot afterwards is like,
Unagi on the stairs, yeah.
For all you niggas, right, that were crying about Wardlow getting beat by Joe, and then Darby turned around beating him. Shut the fuck up, my nigga. Did y'all not hear the reactions when Wardlow did a run-in on Joe? It was fucking crickets. And then Darby's music hits, and the fucking arena exploded and shit, bro. Darby's way more over than Wardlow right now. He puts on better wrestling matches. Shut up, my nigga. They protected Wardlow with the fucking knee injury going into the match in the first place. Like, what else do y'all want, bro? Tell Wardlow to get over again. All right.
Plus, Darby jumped Joe before the match.
Yeah, man. I've got no problems with the way they've handled the TNT title in the past 2-3 weeks. Yeah, Samoa Joe, bro. Fucking what a god.
Oh,
you know?
Samoa Joe trying to choke out Nick Wayne at the beginning of the match was fucking awesome too.
That was amazing, bro.
This is what
just choking out a fucking high schooler for the heat.
The way that Nick sold it as well was fucking art, bro. Like, man was like,
bro, his eyes were fucking bulging out of his head.
Bro, he's a natural, man. I can't wait. Like, did you guys see his post match stuff with Darby?
Yeah.
No, I still have to watch that.
Bro, it was like he got in the ring and the whole arena started chanting his name, and like it looked like he was gonna start crying and everything. It was an awesome moment. And then he said that in 6 months, I guess Darby said that when he graduates high school, he's gonna have his match, and Nick Wayne said that was like in 6 months. So I don't know if Darby's gonna have the belt in 6 months, but if it is eventually gonna be good because Nick Wayne rules.
But yeah, man, Darby TNT champion. He's arguably the best TNT champion ever. So he's getting a second reign with the title. Sean says here $2. Appreciate it. Darby's first TNT title reign was fire. He was, man. Like I said, arguably the best TNT champion that has been. He was drawing big quarter hours and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was a phase where like,
Dynamite hitting a million
constantly. Yeah. Yeah, man. He had like, one of the better reigns, absolutely, with that belt. So hopefully we can get more of that. And we'll see where it goes. We'll see who he eventually drops to. What goes on with the Sting stuff, or any, you know what I mean? We'll see.
I think he drops to Hobbs.
That would be that. You know, I love Hobbs, bro. Hopefully, obviously, he's been doing these videos and stuff in recent weeks and shit. So hopefully, that leads to something cool for him. Get him heated up, and then you throw him into the title picture with Darby, and he can just fucking murder Darby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that I'd like to see something like that. I'd like to see him really.
That would be dope if like Hobbs in the TNT title match with Darby just fucking murdering him, and everybody's waiting for the Darby never give up babyface comeback, and it just never comes, and Hobbs just kills him. That would get him over huge, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Skyrocket that nigga, bro.
Yeah, man, because Darby's got this like he can take anything you throw at him, fucking. You know, reputation or whatever you want to call it, style, you know. You just have Hobbs go in, hit him with a fucking spine buster that breaks him in half on the outside or some shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know if y'all remember or not, but during the pandemic, Will Hobbs' first TV match was supposed to be Will Hobbs, Darby Allin, and John Moxley versus Team Taz and Lance Archer, right?
Pop.
So they could play something into that. But it didn't happen because Darby was sick. So they could be like, Will could be like, yo, you know, you delayed my, I don't fucking know, some shit.
Yeah, man. So that was AEW Dynamite. There was a lot of heat. Literally, when I said heat, then I meant like good matches and shit like that. But the building itself was very heated. The Seattle crowd was great. The matches were great. I guess we can say we got a Mercedes Moné tease, even though we did get directly told that Tony Storm was the partner, but still we did get a little bit of a tease. It was just a really great show, man. It was a really good show. Dynamite shows have been kind of on a roll in recent weeks, especially. I mean, it's a shame about the Dynamite it's a shame about the TV rating, but like at the end of the day, if you're enjoying the show as a fan, who cares, you know? Yeah, another good show. If you guys got any what's the word, closing thoughts on AEW Dynamite? That's not.
Someone asked us how do we feel about the new stage. I fucking loved it. I love it. I hope they can find a way to get an LED ramp everywhere. Probably not though, because that was a big arena, but we'll see.
Yeah, man, it looks more, you know, higher production quality. It just does. Do you know what I mean? It looks better. Like I know, like the two separate tunnels, like they had the little charm to them, but it never felt like big league. You know, you know, it did have
the two separate tunnels. Low key, like made it seem like we were still in like Daly's place and shit. Like I don't know, bro. Something about it seemed like Daly's place.
Yeah, there was just something a bit off. I think I'd like to think, obviously, with Michael Mansory coming in, I don't think it's a coincidence that, like, even like the camera work and certain things, like, there's been little tweaks, ever so little ones. But I think as he becomes more familiar with his role, we'll start to see, hopefully, like a higher production quality level, because when he was working with NXT and he was like one of Triple H's right hand man, it's like people are like, yo, this guy is like he's next guy up in terms of like production and stuff. You okay, Chris?
Yo, what is good with Chris, bro? Is he all crack? He's been doing this for like 5 minutes.
Doing what?
Bro,
you can't sit still, bro.
Bro, you got the
Earth is on an axis, so the Earth always spins.
This nigga on acid.
All right, bro. These 3 hours. This is what happens when you do 3 hours of podcasting with Chris over.
Chris gets fucking antsy over there.
He starts to.
Yo, can we shout out to Crystal Bread's Wi-Fi right quick?
You said that. As soon as you said that, your video.
You're not allowed to talk about Wi-Fi, bro. Look, it was literally like all podcasts. It's been good, and then as you literally try to give yourself flowers, it fucks up. One last thing I want to quickly say because I just want to touch on it because I am the designated Brit on this podcast. We're getting another pay-per-view. We're getting Money in the Bank in July.
Monty already bought front row tickets. Spent $10,000 on the fucking tickets, bro. He said he can't. He said he'll be there no matter what.
Yeah, I might go. It's in London this time. It's not in fucking Cardiff, Wales, bro. So it's more like attractive to me to go to London than fucking Wales,
Thanks.
So we'll see what happens. It's only at the O2 Arena, which is only like 20k people. So I think there'll be a lot of there'll be a lot of demand for tickets, but we'll see what the price is and the seating and that's like.
Wait, so some random ass city called Cardiff that nobody's ever heard of before has got like a 40,000 seat arena.
Yeah, Cardiff is a capital. Cardiff's capital of Wales, bro.
Oh, okay. But the fucking O2 Arena in London's only 20k. If you asked me, I would have been like, oh yeah, you could fit like 60k in the O2. That's fucking crazy.
No, if you want to do big in London, you either do Wembley or the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah,
those are the two. Then you're looking at about 60 to 80,000. But yeah, man, they've gone for like the safe option. That's the thing with London as well. There's not too many like middle ground options. If that makes sense.
There's no 30 or 40.
There is, but not suitable for wrestling, I guess. But yeah, man, 20k London O2 Arena, Money in the Bank.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure the crowd. It'll be like good atmosphere and that because it's a UK crowd and they don't get these big events very often. WWE second UK pay-per-view in 2 years. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Just wanted to quickly bring it up. If anyone's going and you're in the live chat or you're thinking of going or you're in our Discord, let me know because I'll do like a Wrestle Purist fucking link up or some shit.
No one want to meet you, nigga.
Not me. Not even me, bro. Just fucking the people, the community link up. You get me?
You made him feel bad right away. You like you changed the plans up on the spot.
I don't show up. Like. These random Discord niggas just fucking talk.
Fucking weak.
Yeah,
Monty has his pictures and everything. Like 20, he's like what Pete said, $25 a pic and all that. Selling the autograph.
Wrestle Purist meet and greet.
Monty is crazy.
Wrestle Purist meet and greets. Imagine.
He has merch with them. He's selling it outside his car.
You pay $200, you get to see IO's face.
I'll fucking FaceTime you. You pay $200.
Yeah, look, Dream. Dream, the big YouTuber, done the face reveal, and like before they done the face reveal, he would FaceTime all the other YouTubers, and they would like record it and their reaction and shit.
Their reaction was so like they were so exaggerated for fucking content. That one bitch was like, "Oh my God, you're hot!" Like, come on, bro. We know what Dream looks like.
Everyone was pretending to be shocked, bro. It was like
he looks like the most normal white guy, bro.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting
They had girls in Twitter videos that were crying, not because that nigga was like pretty, because that nigga was ugly as fuck. Like they was like, no way. It was like, no way.
The way they were talking is like, if we did it with AO, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, oh my God, he's Chinese or some shit. You know what I
Has there ever been a nigga who like made like the entirety of Twitter like trend? He's ugly. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Man, if you get trending, like if they say you're ugly and it's trending, man, I don't know.
That was Dream.
I don't know. Honestly, all jokes and beats aside, actually, I kind of felt bad for him. You know,
I don't know anything about him, but I heard he's a dickhead. So I heard he deserved it. You said he's racist?
Yeah, fuck him then.
Yeah, he had a video like a long time ago where he was like he made a song for the KKK.
Was he a grown man?
He was of age. He was like over 18.
Oh yeah, fuck that nigga then. Eat a dick.
And he fucking weaponizes his fan base. He's a weirdo, bro.
I'm not gonna be too harsh on niggas that weaponize their fan base.
I was about to say, man.
Low-key, that's kind of fire.
Yo, you got
tell niggas to attack someone, they do it. Hey man, it's kind of fire.
Yeah, man, we're at the 3 hour 10 mark.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Please subscribe if you haven't already.
You know what time it is tomorrow? I know what time it is.
6 p.m. I'm purist.
Same time.
Whole lot of ignorant shit. Whole lot of niggatry shit. Turn my fucking post notifications on Twitter. Everything that I fucking say, I'm fucking hilarious. All that shit. I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. Manny, you got anything you want to plug real quick? These are just done your purist plugs. So.
Well, it's Worldwide on Mondays. Luka Doncic, man, you need some help, bro. You can't be getting your ass beat like that. That's it.
Wait, Luka's getting exposed? Oh, it's lit. Let me go look.
No. I think they lost to the Celtics 124 to 89.
Oh my god, they got 30 piece. Luka 7 for 23 from the field. That's not my MVP.
No, I'm watching Denver right now, and Doncic is fucking a monster.
You mean Jokic?
Yeah, Jokic.
Different white boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let me get out of it. Like, subscribe. Rob Shaw. Like, subscribe. Appreciate all the super chats that have been sent in. Always appreciate those. We appreciate the support massively. Hopefully in 2023 we can keep giving you content that's worth supporting. And yeah, man, Unpurist podcast tomorrow, 6 p.m. All the other stuff that you do, hopefully you're already pretty familiar with that. And yeah, man, we appreciate you. Peace.
Crown your monkey.